Injaja sumutu kaninya kasabi kuminya. Edi emremuta mayana sasimuta atumse. Omanu sebeyeyo, omanu seriyeyo. Eya seta ose, omafu braneche. Omanu sebeyeyo, omanu seriyeyo. Eya seta ose, omafu braneche.
Wednesday, the 13th of August 2025, 30 minutes past 1600 hours. Yes, we live once again on Akwantufuo Radio, Abrabopa Radio, as well as Akwantufuo Radio GH with another edition of Bamaso. Well, this is the place where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we come just to deliberate on all possibilities with which we would rise as co-creators and catalysts in the creation of a very beautiful, beautiful and amazing Ghana. Here, we know one thing for certain. We are the very Ghana we are so much concerned about. And if that is the case, it is up to us to be able to provide that which will cause a different Ghana than what we are already having. So the very moment we step on this very platform, it becomes imperative, so imperative for us to ask ourselves the most important question ever to ever ask in our lives. What should we do in order to cause a different Ghana that we are having, different from what we are already having? That is the most important question that we should be asking ourselves every now and then. It's a tough question because the very moment you decide to work on yourself, you realize, I don't know how it happens, but the very moment you decide to work on yourself, something within you will go all length just to find reasons and excuses for you to defend your state, either your state of mind, wherever that you are, your comfort zone, what have you. The moment you decide, hey, I am ready to work on me to become a better version of myself, there is something within us that will just try and give us all the possible excuses, justification of all the things that may be happening to us. So I tell you, working on yourself or working on ourselves is a big challenge. It's not easy. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of conviction to be able to embark upon that journey of working on yourself. And that is why it is easier to point fingers at people rather than you being the causative agent of whatever change that you want to happen. So if you are here for the first time, for whatever the reason may be, I will tell you. If you are here to work on yourself, I must tell you, you are in for something very big. You are in for something very challenging. You are in for something very demanding. And when you stick and stay, you would figure out over a period of time of you practicing whatever that we share across here, you see the difference in you. You see or you feel that new you emerging for a better Ghana. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to the Wednesday's edition of Bamaso. It is the questions and answers version. And Chiasron Kukase, the Mudo, and the Mu Pipa and Command. Maybe I will be a Sam Pempensu will feed another Akwantufuo Radio, Abrabopa Radio, and Akwantufuo Radio GH. Say a above Facebook, YouTube. And nasifo no na awode ene na ye at Akwantufuo Radio na ene say yaba eye ene dai ye ba betwato adwene biu ahwe de ye betumi ayo ama wo my Ghana afa ne ntumapa efra nti free sampempensuo ya kopem se yesade dwumedie ne beba wiye no Ghana nti ni aba ye bedwen Ghana ho na yenya ne ntiase ye wa hanso se sa Ghana na ye kande bia Ghana oh minia eno ane yen ya o nanki nim se saa Ghana na ye ka ho asem no enoa ene yen a me sure say by now nka ya ye ho adwuma aye ho adwuma aye ame ehu de wo sie tumi yo ama wo man no efa ne ntoma pefra na sese ni ya behu se yenyan ne saa Ghana na ye ka ho asem de aka ene se ye betumi aye yankase ho adwuma enye better my brother, it's not easy enye better de aka ene se ye betumi aye yankase ho adwuma enti mesrew eni die eni ahobrase kwan so ya bayi no wa na wo ba be yo ho adwuma you come work on yourself. We say assiduously na me kana poto kasem emre a wo be ye wadwen se wo be ye wo ho enema bi wo be sisa enema bi wo abrabom na afi watumi akonkan no ho minim se ehene ya ne firi bo wo be hu se ensem bi ideas bi ba wutrim justification bi ba wutrim se na se we enya wa we enya wasem enkrofo bi na wo mo ye na obohu na enkrofo we enkrofo obema he ubenya infinite reasons said ya obenya infinite reasons or justifications no obinsu ebetimi enya infinite reasons to take the action na obegina enti yabai no me se ya adwuma kese anya kitwa mia obi be se I'm a living witness. Just say nyina when we decide to say pese bibia edim puntu be ya brabo mu a obi hu na bibi na ka kire so na kura ha ho e dey relax it wadwuni obekeka o ma raise a door so papa asi we nya wo na wo anya wasem obeka kire na emom say ugina pinti na u take up the challenger you realize you say bibi a shift bibi asesa bibi konanim ewo abrabom enunti ana yaba ha enedai ewo kasafidie yiso say yeba na yabahwede e wosi etumi yo na wo my Ghana fa ne tuma pefra ena ewuku adai ya asembusa ene anu yie enti ana yaba ha sei ebubusa nsemfu aba akomienu miensa ena enum de ebeko bia ebebusa na yahwe de yensu yebetumi ayo akwan hodo nyina so na ye my Ghana etimi afa ne ntuma pefra enti sampempenso we de sauti ani se de eye nanatena sanso friend Dr. Zazadenchi sani esa friend no nana sarebedi akon Dr. Ebenezer Mufabuaten me se ne papa yonti nana nketia Americafo samsafo manso abeta joint patron on Dr. Jingo Americafo nyina ya chiamu why ya chiamu nyina na ya chia Ghana for infra America nko Ghana right away we so of a chum abete ho ana Christopher amafo dodo na friend Gaddafi ono so abete joint yanchia United Kingdom for abe bo chairman we a brief in and out to be CCA migidi se ohuye yanchia owa ne champion mewa ono Ghana yes yanchia Spain for of abodi one Albert of abodi no one Albert of abodi any bema benewa that's right bema okura madi we share bi da agese bono so bono ha for region hope na obehu bi but tumadi so de ono ne bema okura madi right sise Kofi Adoma wani so nem chiro na enti sauti ani said ye mpanyufo kugudam yiti ani ya na chese Papa Smiley one more time me de enchi akese ma so and day for the next 1 hour 20 minutes ye mubu nsem bi ho ye nto ato adwene ye hwede ye betumi ayo ama wo my Ghana afa ne ntuma pefra na we de mamenka mse ofachum said it in the air enti I'll just announce said the beya obi anso ebeti na obi akoma enso aba form atofom kama mse nra ya nti eja henu nka Friday no ya ma enti obviously yente agya hanu nka ana juada ne da nyina ya ntene nka hara ne se agya hanu ni phones ha no agya hanu phone ha no dodo agya hanu phone ha no too much ha dwene too much enti phone woni enti na wontene nka no na nemum ahoden de ogu bi papa o ahoden enti oguswa etoto ne ho odada ne ho na onya a correct means of communication said be ya obesa ababe kan yensa ne atwa nkomodi ne so fefefe enti we de obi anka na komanto ne yam why agya hen ne ho ye ne ho ode bibia da ne kwam fefefe yenkwa ahoma ne so ene ye wuku adai yenhwe na yenfa nkomodi bi nhihye so yenhyase ewo eye ofachum berima eso yenhyase ewo ofachum berima ankasa so seja ono ana na medwum ho kakrampo enaja ofachum ebo danim say eye agent pa na it tells of so many things. I know say ofachum any eja hen they may have and I say they are very close when it comes to their age. And so yana yabaka safidie iswa yana wenitua ohwe utimi hu sometimes no when say ofachuma dwagu eja hen so na eja hen and so a charge kakra right obuhu am say toda we say na we di we can we so empanyufo say ne ketremampo ya omutwa so kakra right. But beyond all these, of a chum or na wonte a jahenu nka na or a jahenu. Say whatever differences that we may have, it gets to that point that we realize our differences are not to separate us. Our differences are not to cause us to disrespect ourselves. Our differences are not supposed to cause us to insult each other. Our differences are not supposed to let us look down upon ourselves. There comes a time that we get to that awareness. In fact, if you don't wait till that time for you to come to that awareness to say, our differences are not supposed to put us apart. They are supposed to be a way of awakening a better version in us. Our differences are ways of making us able to discover better ways of approaching things. Our differences are ways with which we are able to activate some potentials within us so that we will be able to cohabitate with people who are different from us. If it doesn't take certain hard moments for you to come to this realization, now, if in the midst of so no be nyadwen in the midst of say obi akasa among other things, when you are still able to maintain your composure and you realize say, hey, the person may be going through some conditions, some circumstances at that very moment. Okay, can see me here and there. If they knew better, they wouldn't have done whatever they are doing. Just assume that, right? So we assume and when you medical culture and a different level of madness, a different level of ignorance, and they just go on the lower level. If a better way and cannot and obey. And because of that, you still treat that person with respect, with love. And that is where we all want to get to. In the midst of our differences, in the midst of our disagreements, we figure out that which binds us together rather than that which separates us. And I love it. Say of a chumnemu afraye na obusa eja henu ase of akwame or here baby of akwame ewo because of akwame we know we hear of him every now and then. And he said amaka no ne ho ye why ne ho ye ne phone no say show so otu susu nyeska etobia ye betene nka e wo kasa fidie no so one more time yen kwa ahoma no so overtune omute hu e na yemo nkomo kakra over otime nka bama so
yeah I been catch here and good afternoon
over boko there
I'm very well thank you
excellent
yeah, Papa.
Excellent
and run on my bread but I rested after the big party in Kumasi over the weekend Tuesday and so another day I've been on my feet.
Okay, that's good now over what form of exercise now out there?
Oh, the normal. There's nothing special. Yeah, I do two things. Yeah, I do purposely, intentionally. My exercise today. I wake up every day. Yeah, my body. I've trained myself over time. Say between 3:34. Exercise. My body. Me so I'm in the view. Na manum. A squeezy. A slice of lemon or lime in water. Na manum. Now I feel my walk around the house. Before no, I step up will be your iPhone. So what you would then I will say also. We walk around by between 20 minutes. Yeah. Then not a record. So now me yes I did my soku 3 spoonfuls of teaspoonfuls of chia seeds in water, not me not soku. Me about 15-20 minutes walk and then I sit down and go to my DSTV, watch the news around the world, BBC, CNN, do a lot of try and catch up. And to walk about, you don't see my main exercise there. Yeah, that's what I mean. I walk around the house.
And say o confines hona na upi nante o kakra.
And you feel me compound around. That's 20 minutes. That's the first one. I do that about 3-4 times. Companies the time I make up bed and you make 10. I do that. And now lunchtime. Then I have my breakfast. My favorite here, mostly, and I say oats. And then with a one boiled egg and a beetroot, one beetroot, and I say carrots. Me do any oats kakra. Me do then I do a lot of reading. I read a lot or listen to my jazz. And then I have my lunch between 12 and 2 o'clock. I love my chicken, air fried and whatever. That's my main meal. We did lunch here. Like now, I've eaten some rice and chicken and some salad. And I'm going to be tomorrow morning again, about 4 o'clock when I wake up and I do. Yeah, that's it. We did 12, 1 o'clock and I want no more food in the stomach. But every about 2-3 hours, I get up the seat and go around, do the walkabout. It's 10-15 minutes. So I'll be in the 3-4 times up to the time I may go to bed. So sedentary life is not good for an elderly person. So we are young person. You are naturally you are all over the place, youthful exuberance. By your age, you have to mimic as if you say we are youthful. Now you have to get off the seat and then walk about 10, 15, 20 minutes every 2 hours. You have to do that. It's maybe it helps me. So being to pick it up, that's fine. Maybe it works for me very well. So that's my regime.
Okay, all right. I see. It's quite simple, but a very beautiful regime. Now, also onante will feel home. Internet say every day no how onante unya bear how many steps?
Oh, on the phone, a mommy guideline. I should be able to achieve 5 to 6,000 steps.
Okay, 5K. Oh,
which most times I'm able to achieve. Most times, sometimes me working just below the 4,000 there I can achievable most times. Few times I can hit the 6,000.
Yeah.
And so research I will say then it burns all the fat, the sugar in your body. If you can hit the 6, possibly even if you can make it 10,000 up to time I'll be quite down with you. If you can hit 10,000, that is fabulous.
That's right.
And then that can then burn all the glucose in the arteries. If you can hit that in 9 to 10,000 steps, that's fine. You can achieve that. And yet the Biana achieve. Occasionally I hit the 10,000, but mostly I'm an average one, 6,000 in the achievable. Yeah, that's halfway. That I do every day.
I see.
So I think.
You are certainly on course, offer. You are certainly on course.
I think
And
because it's working for me. I think it's something on the positive side. Yeah.
That's right. And one thing I also realized from Okasa, also you eat quite light, yes, sir.
Oh yeah, very light, and we did a real light. This afternoon, say, but give me main meal for the whole day. Any solid food, we come here, just liquids, cup of tea, water, and I beer or getting one. Say beer, power with you. No. That's done. That's about 2 behind. I finished with that. No.
And be a didn't know or yenesa. So udidi midday we are. Undidi and you remember.
A back with science. There's a good data behind that. And I feel across the common sense in society. Say, your kai tabiano, your little basic general science, human biology. Just say it takes about 6 to 8 hours for digestion to complete. You need say carbohydrate, fufu, and PC. When you're a power through your esophagus, the throat, into the stomach canal, and get mixed up with all the various enzymes. The completion, it's about 8 hours. That's a whole day. Time of day. Now, see, I know many people, maybe they are not aware or they don't care. If you look at deep, when you're not weekend, now me tell you remember me teach you reach your pint, and you remember 6:37. Oh, yeah, most people they do that, and they don't care. So, and yeah, they would the straight away, but and you're healthy, and the ripple effect. Me, notice that you said no. And check now, now we're different for 6-7 p.m. before we move. And mobile 9-10 years, as I said, or body cry, what bread, or better. Would that holding you now? Why you heavy? Do who me cry a day? Somewhere near Susano, and your woman, no papa, na penny movie out in China. That is how the person is. One more dear. It's your only choice. And you said you couldn't crash in a Kumasin and crack, and you put the other 8 o'clock where you be different for. Now, say, no, near me, Jimmy Hussein, dear. That is not an option for me. It's not my choice. Maybe fufu I made a like say up to say about 4 say I can be because maybe feel said and you're healthy for me. Maybe I'll be okay can you know more into be a matrimonial age and woman any say me healthy and me a strong kakra me say maybe a nunti no match me a boaman. I know say me always I'm sluggish. I'm quite vibrant. I speak, I walk, I do so many things. But yeah, who to talk, yeah, papa no be a trouble. This I'm age, almost 80, 77 years. And now, my fragile kakra. And I'm saying, maybe a selling commodity, maybe a woman didi and remember for so many years, most of them they were not aware of the consequence. And I call trust and I come maybe I make sure I win the bread. Maybe and we be like can we boy me said yeah me brisk kakra me kasem ho there's certain lifestyle changes we are me adopt e be no na e boy me and not my answer. So my name's my answer where I've adopted this lifestyle. So I'm not giving up on that. I have to continue. And so and that's what the same thing tomorrow until there be as for years, that's why no. Just intentionally, occasionally, so we say, Papa, what Ghana now? What best I'm see one year, yeah, have dinner there. That's a different thing. And you remember 6 now, you try that into and now you call restaurant to be a could there. That's occasionally. Now say on a daily basis, the beer me finishing me main meal lunchtime between 12, 1, 2, say 3. Let me read. Me near the following day.
I see.
That's how.
I see.
These are the lifestyle changes I have adopted for me. Me just say, we should try adopt. I be an abo. I think we have a boy.
Certainly. Say it may. Or say. Said you can, you have come to the awareness of some errors that you made in the past. So
yeah, yes, you saw, and ignorance count,
yeah,
and will be there trouble with you. Now, when I have the freedom, I'm in charge of me, and the massage a dear kakra, when experience. This is how, if I do this, and over me longevity, about me health. I'm intentional about it. My share that research say a boy. Me need anyhow. Say the Debbie painting be that will mean I can't was I don't know out of it or Asadi I can't so. She say no, I'm intentional about it. Say this is how these are the lifestyle changes I as a person have adopted, and so far me give the pass I can't be nama me age I'm a still mina peace. I think
okay, all right. He or say the wise man corrects his own mistakes from the mistakes of other people. So
yeah.
And he all can you say, I hope say yenswa ya wachiri kakra no. Oh, and I say yenswa ba no. We will pick something from it, and then we will make amends to our lifestyle. Now, can be can home. O say, we reading. So,
yeah, I read a lot.
Let me say,
read. I mean, I be yeah. Say what book. We read a lot of. Say dear man, age I made now. Me official me jai a jumayo. So why not hobby be to replace your working time no? Then you are veering into boredom. You have to be intentional, purposeful about that. You get to a certain, you must have that hobby, because Minru 60 years ago, now I was still working. I'm a mandatory. I have to go to work. That takes pretty much a good time of my life. Because socialization, work colleagues, they're near fire point. But now that I've come to the end of my working life, you are no longer with your work colleagues. You're on your own virtually. When you only will know me age into one was a school and I call Juma. We are paying 65, 70. A virtual prison. We only 75. It was a row of Juma. You, the man, father, now already 70. You are on your own in your own house. Virtual prison. Massa, the difference in I'm saying far handcuff for goons. 101 here, you pick up certain bad habits. Who said now why is sedentary? Over traffic, who said OGD, not Tifako. Massa, a time bomb. Once I won't come with you because we need hobby there to replace your working timetable. Who's sorry, what's sorry, 5:30, what you break quick, you got walk car, what you. We need car, we need bus stop, train, we call, we buy what the office, we go upon 5, we be do for another 6:30. Your time is taken. But you come to a point when you're 65, you come to the end of your working life, you're on your own, your wife in your age, one was area, active, you're doing you are on your own. You have to be now purposeful or intentional to find something else to do. And yes, Massa, very dangerous. Now I choose to read. First, the benefit in that is that it broadens my frontiers of knowledge. I have to challenge myself. And I read virtually everything. Of course, I know my interest area, my background, something to do with society, sociology books, political science books. That's what I studied at uni, and society and politics. Besides that, I read other things. I read a lot about astrology, the skies, the galaxy, how the atmospheric physics, because I enjoy traveling, air travel, which I travel a lot. So what happens in the atmosphere? What you have to, there's so much literature about to help people to understand these things. But maybe they're choosing one of my hobbies, in astrology, flights, and other things. Apart from, and then of course international flights. We sit down on the plane Accra to London, 6 hours 15 minutes. So I read a lot about such things, events like that. Yeah. And history.
Beautiful. I can cancel the wow. Exercise the mind at all times.
The mind, so I would want a virtual prison. One PBB and yeah. No, and yet, the area so when you get the mind active, time piano, on a very good side, very very good side. Broadens your frontiers of knowledge. The brain is working all the time. Your eyes are alert. Your ears are alert. It builds your confidence. You'll be able, when you step out of your house, we call different environment to me. I mean, the conversation we take place discussing here, you can partake because you have some idea. You've done some research, you read about whatever subject you have something to say about that. You can make a contribution rather than say, "Who could somebody be now? We need medicine here. Call them food, drink, or better would and so and come you no. That is not me. I read virtually about everything. Yeah. So maybe I'm a convening when I'll be tomorrow. Conversation because I read largely, broadly. Well, I'll have some idea. I'll be able to make some contribution. I'll partake in the discussion. So that is how I built life around my life. So
you offer
other people have got
manage it. Said you see so na said you see any idea we were say any dementia there out of the window for you. So
tell me my idea. But possible say the mind is doing something all the time. The mind is sharp all the time. Very, very sharp. Yeah.
That's right.
Because I'm doing something all the time. Because maybe I'm and I have other hobbies, 2, 3, 4 different hobbies. Yeah, my body and mind on a daily basis.
That's right.
Dementia, yeah.
Beautiful. Now say we are now lunching or out the air fryer and so.
Oh yeah, because I eat lots of chicken and I eat lots of steak. And let's say lamb chops. So I season them. And I put a little bit of olive oil around it so it doesn't get sticky on the grills in the wall, tray, and then I grill them, and that's what I'm eating with rice. Namio stew, tomato stew, or then I cook some carrots and then kale. So in vegetable we are friendly kale and green leaves, They're very healthy. I bought a pack at the mall, then. Kale, I steamed it with some carrots on the side of the rice and then the lamps. Yeah, and of course I wash it down with a bottle of Guinness, and then you'll be all about Guinness kitwa back. Yeah. And we see I make a cup of tea.
I see. Well, the entire mammy busa about air fryer no say. Libya always oko online na we chena adwene especially nuane ayedie and how we cook it among other things. Be say air fryer no kra no create and as a create carcinogenics be so a change I think they were talking about how it changes our systems. Well, our cells, it changes how our cells operate among other things. And they were of the view say we have been thought to say a healthy way of cooking, but apparently no. some new research is just bringing out some hidden knowledge be in those areas. So perhaps you may in your quest of reading, you can equally look into that as well. Why?
Look into that one, yeah. Then you buy in channel. Let's just only be before to come and replace it for him.
So what when what format in the
Canadian buy back to the friends about 30 years ago. First one.
Microwave Anna.
Microwave. And you choose your toys. I feel obviously require my cancer. I go for the woman doing MPP and DC. I'll be out doing pa. You MPP and DC. The cool like Galabzina. Come on to the woman doing pa. Yani, you be at Togo market owner. You see, I could tell you, will be a billionaire. Oh, I am MPP and DCBR. So because they are thinking, the mind is sharp, they are reading. So over the end of your say, BBR, they are activity in Tokwana, speculation, Kuka, Basa.
You, it's of a honor. And now, so, oh, dear Steven, so boy.
Yeah.
I see, package now.
Yeah. Compact. I feel I'm pissed me up. Maybe should just the compact now, but I watch all the Premiership.
Package is a compact.
Compact, yeah. Compact Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I watch all the news, the big news channel, BBC, CNN, Sky News, South African news, Nigerian news, and of course, Premiership start weekend.
That's right.
I think Friday, Saturday. So I watch all of them when I'm at home. So
I see.
And of course, the local Ghana news, so I will trade the end of all the big platform like BBC News, World News. I pick it up, and Sky News and CNN from America. Of course, Al Jazeera for the Arab nations, and, South African broadcasting. So it's good. Premiership and all the sports, the boxing, the wrestlings, they're all there for me. And it cost me 380 cedis a month. 380. Now I'm saying now, government's not getting involved with pricing organ on the board, even though dollar it's cheaper in Nigeria and other places. Your country company knows Sam George, their communication minister. So what? Also, I want to say they will withdraw my license from broadcasting.
That's right.
Up to that, one make was a moon not just a tragedy. See last week by ministers on the argument for the DSTV in the castle or on a good deal of my end. So almost a year in deep we are not sure. I'm
alcohol kakra. So
Makutia me package for this. It is why there's one tears because I'm used to that. I want to listen to my BBC News, CNN News. English, the football season is begins this weekend, Friday, Saturday. There are matches, and I need to watch my Liverpool play. So see, I don't care. One bit to show you to show me there. I don't know me pay.
Okay.
My sister me TV me talk here about 70-inch. Samsung or hand. It's nice when you watch BBR on the screen also come on.
That's right.
You know, the weekend I'll be watching my football.
Okay. I see.
Big screen, but very nice.
Let's just say the old also to say £300, 300 Ghana.
380. Call it 400. Run it up 400.
400. Oh, okay. I see. Because some, I mean, so no, almost April.
Canada is 300, and I'm 18 American. 380.
Oh, okay. Compact Plus, no, yes, sir.
Compact Plus.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, English Premiership Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so athletics work, Wimbledon, tennis, all the sports, wrestling. I pick everything up. Yeah.
That's good.
So that's just how we live here in Ghana. Yeah,
you offer Koswa Bob Branasa, right?
Manage it.
I'm say all the now 1 year compact. Oh, so you compact plus and you compact
plus
no
or how
keke.
them person me upgrade you call.
Open so call plus no. Say plus.
Movies.
Plus. Movies room.
Me the movies cry am pe because me CD pa no me di fia butire buy. We were movies compact bro be say close about 500-600. Me am your movies ah. Na me DVD player or ha. Okay, yeah, me di bomb me hwe me am movies.
I see. They say movies in Nigeria full ba every now and then. So
we go for Netflix, you know, discuss ka we na omo nye MPB and this to omo dey sika no an omo tia na ya kofa bibi. Ya da be cross so na ya je kakra. Ya dey the bibi full ba. Na ya je kakra. So omo wa dey no make sika pa na tia na da bia MPB ko ka. Baby papa na ya tokwanwa na ye de anije ho tete musa ya nye bibia na yeti ho.
That's right.
Oh, say nkomo anu mi di ya titi amaka na me bia na wati kra. Wo say American singer bi e no Selena Gomez what to numbi I am the papa but the content you know so what here about a tragedy you see and last week here a helicopter crash why hear music be
I'm say I just someone send the abreme.
They would hear as some own people who are thinking. Or not the America, but you know, Galam say playing TV and quality biasico school, hospitals, roads so. Who is talking about what the America Papa, Yetiana, MPP, NDC in a way I say we stupid talk what gold pada I touch on the land Ghana, the land of gold. And the land of gold entering transform impacting or minor necessarily nipa etibiasico school. Why is the government no land of gold in the war? Yeah, abandon getting no two officials say Ghana government they two. Not what the builder said here. Dubai, a desert, Sultan Amahwa, a tourist destination. How me tell you, I'm saying, I don't feel more, you know. Yet you want to get them say, President Bakuba, or see, I put my presidency 8 years, 50 to someone, so to be my own party. Bakuba, or see, you say, and we have 50 to some. Why can you not come clean? Go to next form more. Muntie, not young cassette, ye coco, ye school on the tree sitting in floor, hospital sitting young talk will be a yaya won't call Abuto, your bay MRI scanning, your bit of Tobia Bagana. Also, no politician is talk, there be a Copebosia. When was a scandal was say? When you listen to the music, also politician be a near because what you call don't quite far, what man benefited the whole nation. The woman is saying the land of gold, Ghana, school on the trees, and a helicopter crashing. Why helicopter crana? Yakoto that the engine and Rasi presidential plane. I say ye. And she can go through so hard. Massa Jimmy. Also the Bianca say two stupid political party any woman. Who hear the content to pie no. I didn't be sorry. We are a proud nation. We will never borrow. As I did say, I net your 3 billion. Why? Because we are not thinking. No, no, me there. And I say, woman, so
emotion,
your political leaders, no, I didn't be anyone through. I didn't. She can't see the former. And the India for the Chinese for the to the corner, area. And one so I caught you and one took a crab. Now, said, by impact Ghana, you will be a hard done to say Dubai, a man called for free America, about visit to a Hano, because very good to him. Come must be a fee, crying to gold or more. A fee pa bola gube bia. Maybe I be young for bola. And to me, I do know if you are the boy. Why is the government not intentionally coming to a track and make collecting rubbish? Why? Oh, a bad leadership. Actually, Bianamica. So I'm brutal out here. May Enfield Ramitiel Tuesday will be others be about Neka and Fadico. I'm in Chromata near Prepra. And now we know can 33 years. Once your phobia, this will be now for private Abobo Yabi, no better son. Nebusan say Abobo Yan telling or Fungrana, no Sako Fiago motorway in Chanho. Una motorway, so you see, Tonya Soye, rubbish dump. There's no leadership. And to me, by the BMC, both MPP and this woman are about them since 2022. What be a rubbish? Because practically you don't see what they are doing for us. Sika the woman packing for themselves. And what woman as a person, no for the country, Sika does not benefit Yenina, said you have London, Spain, New York, Obia, train, street in Port Obia, a benefit Obia. Ghana has kind of a benefit few people, woman Nipa 8,000 crap. Sicily da Park and Oforiata, Kufa, Mahama, Kufu, Nipa Krabi, the millions a war. Why is it so? You see, Jimmy Namekano, this is what I mean. Why should Sicily da Park, Oforiata, Kufu, woman, millions a war back near Akadi, yet it's a trot room? Why? When gold will come? Why? I don't want any can top buses in trouble, you can't run public transport. Woma Jebusia dia talk cast the ama MPC in Atimo. So because a political MP woman ye Jimmy for. This is what I mean. Woman who nyansa had the loan ya talk car ma MP bia to brand new car. Ya yene e kwato abama MP ko woni de what trot robuti mo na ati wata de. Me pato we papa. Enya tribon enya Jimmy. When I say it, I don't hate them. I speak the truth. Say kwasiebuo amamuo politics no MPP ne kwasiebuo agudie no woman ye die. Woman the sika, shut down say be electricity. Me your friend prepaid. Me neka, me the kind of doom now. I'll keep quiet. But me was cow meter more. So what I said to me can ya. Where and young costs when you're done. Most a caba energy car. I can't free. I am ministers in fear. Woman into electricity and a caba. Me dear and will be no hello. Will be a meter. I am prepaid. You can't yes, you track us still no must do me a cania because almost a car so one way to a ministers around one will fee a catch air condition one more car petrol one to ya. Oh, a Jimmy Niquasiabo politics here. My can't bring down enemy. I want to say a random woman get Selena girl. What's it the land of gold? I didn't need Pancolaco school, Diasi. Gold liberty school down at the subway. I would say, what could be asking the school? Will be at the classroom, desk, papa. Gold liberty the same thing. Then leadership, but damn for Jimmy for Trimodi 40 and Kolani Bikra at the museum and Sada Yakroso Ako school. Why? So, see, your politics ready airtime, no. And I look now, Konyamini, Chiomoka, Nipan, so much if you are over. Hey, politics.
Hey, I'm saying politics that time. Na menti say o can say nyame na atua o moka.
Eh nyame na sika bebrebe wo krom hai. Pa no, ani nti kwa na ye ni Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah to elupre. Ghana me kwa brotie for 53 years ago. Ghana Airways plane piloted by Ghana ni pilot went from Accra to Rome, Italy, and I'm changing from Lufthansa from Rome to Düsseldorf. And I'm for a train from Düsseldorf to Hamburg, Habanov, Monkeyback Straße. Say Ghana Airways in Hobby. You need plane, or mine idea. You need Black Star Line ship. That be a Cobland and British Airways. Ghana, you free about the near where you pre. Coming come training Ghana near pilot, which be fly from Accra non-stop to New York, JFK, or non-stop Accra, London, Accra, Rome, Accra, Paris. Ghana, we started live, said you have British city. And I was say Kwame Nkrumah, yeah. We need a farm Kotiba, yeah, Pam Pape, good and Nimasi did at them. And then BB Akabi, I crack, toothpick, and Pampre, years, some quiet, crafty baby. BB and Juma will be say 3 HHS, and part a year, who calls school we are. So we who call Traswako University, we are better, and maybe and all about it. Yes, you go to the school, you come back, what's habit. Can name you may work Chroma Kwame, you put over 420 factories all over. Tema, Tisa Butcher, a minimum quano past 6 to 2, said the Abuchi shipped, prepare 24-hour economy. Mamma Soy, near him coming and start here. Tema Ubiquano pa 6 to 2, no be so after 2 to 10, and I do so 10 to following the 6. Tema industries in Kwa, coming come start here now. No more group of pen and mass, dear Bray. Dear course is MPP near the way a papa, way your politics. Ya mean Tiasi, Nipa BDH, ya mean Tiasi. Me the Kwame Nkrumah dey na me wo huni let had to say abrochi pep. Nti oba no so wanya bidi ananka be so wanya wutie o see the land of gold. The helicopter, children going to school on the trees. Why? When there's so much gold in this country, aban betumi atuo near see classroom ama kola bia the air conditioner about classroom bia what me a dear hospitals MRI machines and so called nipa that form and yet net for over 20-30 years and penufo the omi area no call London Dubai America hospital yani akadie na ya call conference na call ni ewu I mean massa say we enye Jimmy enye Damoa. How can I support these two parties? Tell me. I want would be to give me a reason why I should say MPP na woman ya papa, woman ya bonsam for papa. The goal is still there. Woman two na ma a woman da from hospital ya nam pass yan cra your first goal cra. The woman yet because your woman who nyansa ajibusiama MPs. 200 agobia wo V8 car. No one who nyansa ankra buses ama ye nyina ya trem trot ne timo. And straight away you see, sir, and go for a woman tie. Woman pay yourself. Woman 275 in the Obia on the car. Or Timu. Who call me woman car 4 years in this one. No mass artist me a Toma, woman don't come in my big crabbing to me Kotobio and can V8. Yes, in 4,000. I can make me to be. No matter Tom, no mass Sani Asako, Pebusia to new set 4 years. I need a start Tommy. Massa, MPP and DC, Massa, Omienipa. Also, want to be a bus and a train. Train, maybe you have got this bag the Yama in Kotiko 1924. Kumasi, sleeper to Accra, Kumasi to Takrade, net train or her. Kakaka, ya say me na. Ghana was Yaseno, Blacksa, and they move a helicopter, a soldier for and so a ras and a cotitia. Say the other day, Kumasi to Accra Road, VIP, a pimp many passing the Biana, Nini Palibi, I got to and call for Ubia and Sector, no be so a mobile phone, will be to Sunobutum. Let's just say, no, look.
You, now, offer, said you all can, you know, whichever way you want to look at it, you know. So, or share life, you know, a part of life gives unto life. Life seeks the promotion of itself. And we being units of life or we being part of life, and if our actions are against the principles of life, then certainly something is wrong with us. And Oji Tumsa.
A lot is wrong with us.
Okay.
Some of them will say, you're free, Abrabasino, 1957. You know. Then you may want to be coming for you. Kenya was Ghana, I was playing. Get a new pilot. You were in Numa Tema, Kumasi factories, shoe factory, jute factory, 24-hour economy of Bahama, never hold the data. Will be called 6 to 2, a cost shift work, no be so bad. No, your Pamo coming come for you, Akujano Sono, and your BBN has CB. Will be so the 3 essentials about. Yes, Omokoria will be we are Jumabe, what was this? Edwabena, a Babe. Also, about can say 1 district, 1 factory, some factory in the way. Where is it? Show me one. Yeah, we JSS, SS, won't tell you, buy an anchor, who compared to one when you said, Yenina Quabutri, Yenya Juma Yok, meaning that Yet Juma Hudo, and Kru to Jumani Papa, a boo, Ghana, Nanka, a bini hasa. Now, Juan Ghana, Kwa compared to one. This a winning will be a winning will be. We are by your crown will be person no that and that was. Mr. Master, I brought you a quay whiner, Yajino, walk up Edgewell, Brody because one little dancer. No, you see, Master Yamu and Cadu Crow. Dear, you're coming. Kruma Danny has a butcher. 24-hour economy, Mahama, you to us. I want that. Tema. It be quite past 6 to 2 p.m., 8 hours, no upon. No, be swap 2, no upon, I do 10. No, be swap, I do 10, no upon, channel past 6. It was there. And a yanum, see, Kwame Nkrumah, your young Pamno. You pam the any in there.
Okay. It's over the
Ghana plane, Ghana Airways, 53 years ago.
Of having a question, answerable, right? And say what you to me say, Bibi, how warm would ya own? Say, you know, almost still, me boy. Anna, Omuni in your view.
Woman former tree.
After was after a question, neighbor. After a question, neighbor to was. It's Deɛ ne yɛbɛtumi ayɛ aboa yɛ nuanom na wɔn atumi reason sɛ their life a reason to promote itself no.
One more three more, you know, me who can still are they are greedy. Show. This me who baby I mean free because yo. A business can offer at a for pension, come here, me pension, and see what we talk about. What is that to so? I'm on penny for 87 P. The area whole can offer at what you. This a dream of war with Simono. Mahama, what you were present, a dream bed wounds mean coming per se. One just say, gold, you know, some go for Ben Galam say there, I buy mum de two. Ye official ye 2 year ye couldn't say ye Dubai, and 2 oil ye salt or the ye. Would ye, when my dean a Galam say, no Casania, cost 1 2 year, China, you know to know the call, the good brick and what they call. Ye Ghana young for Subia, you are saying you. Ghana Water Company, see, you are a pompiba, go for a sale. Cassa, I buy to take over and do the Galam say properly. Ghana government say, Yana ye 2 gold, no, near the CSC Ghana, near you, Papa, yet. So far, by the end, mean car, yet what do you know? Minoka saying, I got say, of course, some fine in the bush in our more. And a wound to minimum, near the better TV, so maybe say the comb, say, and I didn't know how do we change the mind, you know. And now Mahama or Tiako Yakesi. So far, Bible, so one can't say, oh, 2 gold in their development country. Was it at home meeting and common quiet? I will pray what you see community mind gold board look at me, my canter, one to free gallant say, oh, and you want encourage gallant say, I don't want one casa 1 year coming from a DNB. So be a state farm corporation. State farms are buying, I said, a year for nature and year for food distribution corporation. You two, we are near their bank, and Kumasi will be out to be more. Now, for a banning in a name said, oh, yeah. No dear, one to crown and to minister CP, one more excavator machine, ye to go for woman for a home, woman to my Ghana, Emma, calling ye, one to my woman, one more party MPP, and DC. I don't know, I am bad. Ye to the idea to the Ghana, a Juma, and as I go to the area, ye to the woman, now I have done it, ye idea. Means to be no lady in Comway, Mamma, me could in Lady Sankoway. I bet there was also a best son was so leadership say what the name see from and yen baby a gold in our war. Western region when you know say a buy there yo ya cheap gold corporation yen ye true necessity young contribution and ye Ghana hospitals, your schools, your road, that is no so cast conversation in my woman come I me I am in Ujin Kobo. One so Mahama, you two have the Edibama on Kwa, the Edibama Kufuado, the Edibama weekend of Foreta, one the Oma packing more than $100 million in Woman Bank, which Bagana Moon, Aboka. Indeed, said by Ya Ghana be benefiting. Gold is a woman, but Ghana is not benefiting. Individuals and woman, and yet a quasiable won't be weird. Until Samia.
You're very clear. Are you saying, say, Yintimina, Emma, Mwana?
Dear Yabayano. And I'm so warm with your matches over this morning. Just a few. This year, quite back was same one. Just a upheaval be social uprising. And a man who Nipa we seek us to our suicide. Nipa Nipino, a here woman, Jama, they cannot think right. Quite said the mimic Kabe kind. 1 minute, sir. So, until and will be answering ye so yen ye said the Kwame Kuma ye, you know, was building Tema industries by 400. Start what type of leader ye near BBM ye too Kwame Nkrumah. What they not to mu ye. I am getting near you and ya Kumapa. Kwame Nkrumah yes, I mean, would this can be cocoa? Ghana was the world's leading producer of cocoa. Some gold in your nation for more. Gold cocoa no and ye top plane VC-10 me and sa a flight to London, to New York, to Paris, to Kwame. I dare not have buy a bike to say winner to so. The enemy go up as soon as you can have before. Mahama and can say if you know gold, nickel, coal, ye tuning nano, ye be taught ye national plane. Ghana Airways, ye tell my factories, and then factories in Pino, ye die, sorry die. Ye will call the Indian church, Canada Bassa. Enti leadership on such a journey, sir, means you say main leadership, you will form her. And there be a maker say electricity cry, I prepaid, me, and so bet you are a woman who must say do make an account. I mean, so many easy to forecast. So, and see, I can't be also quasi a bona, something for what the buye. What we need a dream pack until I be a do what of me and quasi Apollo. One junior gold, the idea, assassin, any idea. A ban went to celebrate on say your water bodies, because Ghana water company, so she say I buy. A ban will be fair, I'm a insurance say, I'm will be an issue, Papa. I know. Say, dear, what's on the dear? Insurance, Yanum SM. Within the next 10, 20, 30, a lot of millions of people will die because a back in the course and course is here. We been in 10 years, 20 years now. Yari about cancer and our kidney. No, gold. Galam say galam. If you come the next 10, 20, 30 years, kakra. Abani should be able to put his foot down and stop all this nonsense today. What would take over all the galam say sides? But Abani to me yes, sir. Because on galam say oh too much or no. Or too many party MPP, you had to be sure, you be my NDC, you had to be a personal account, a good Dubai, and a UK, and American banks. Then I can offer a finance bill or America. He's worth more than $500 million. And they made 8 years, you know. I'm saying near Busia G and I was 30%.
Okay, all right.
It's on really or mine.
You over several questions, but I said I'm running city anything. I'll just put I'll put them on the table and then said Adolfonso Ebetre or Nadrin. Oh,
thank you.
Na it did kind of na me pese me hu yentime mufono. Oh, whichever way you want to look at it and say yedi to me come out right. Eti na me pese me hu our contribution to our lingering problems. Na be say contribution ye play towards the lingering of our problems. Ana etosu biu na o ka se kenofurata o sikapa je say o sikapa na misre wo in your 77 years on earth, no, what have you come to discover as the value of man, the value or the worth of man? What is the worth of man?
The value of man, dear man, and they say, oh, here the yes, that's correct. Will be comfortable. Me say. Minisika P. Nemo me a comfortable beer, no, because me to be a meet me at 20% we are makes me comfortable to just pull money and get it and eat it. As against Obi person we are corner, so drink or pimp, please not unya. Me dear, see idea, me a comfort, I can live me life comfortable, better me call London, I can just pack my bags and then tomorrow morning I do Heathrow. So that to me. Description.
The value of man is measured on what he or she is able to afford. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are comfort. As well, be deserves a level of
said ya okay, said I was a ministers no yes can more, piss can more. Quite on my Fabio Minis can more. It's good because if the value of man is measured by what he or she can afford, yeah. And yeah, more galam say yes, catty me to talk to Maserati. Not just more value no costro. To talk to mansions, no more value no costro. If that is okay, and the teaching mammy. Why?
Me on the air, ya woman say, we see minister, woman yam in Abroso, ya woman say, Nipia say, Nipa, yo, and woman, ya see, and ya so, and so we can say, woman got to parliament, woman drink. Say, oh, yanyi, Busianian toka, Emma, every MPBA, woman, I dream pa ye. And come ye, we are not come be all mine. Woman to there are public transportation, buses, it be a double decker in London, New York train, it be numb form, woman ye be so my. Woman send him say, trot run and namhano, and yet. And also send him say, Canano school gas, you can go, ya kai, a quay, a sword to two. Cast woman fixes standing in Yanoa. And so the woman say woman yet. And one more a loop cry, soldier for a loop one presidential jet crown or president for the terminal. Woman the can say engine or rusty. Oh, na quest one be bia we be a member a pest that woman ko no more woman will be a wickedness and yansa and yet a member no coswan MPP a kufa do buy yes why you chrome tibio a whole fetching can fetch kumasi steep layout internet tibi chrome ho come on maybe can no be meeting was oh President Kofo bar face kumasi me when she see kumasi a kufa there years kakwa why tibi township no beautiful why you come a hona na sipa nanka ye ni nyina yia nanka ye but enti so ka say wo muntu ga no nya more de o de ye de ade kakra bi o say aso betu afo say o pese o wi akoko na watu boto no wato no na pipa no akoko ba ko person abawi ke no foreta me metu ato ba ko ono o wuska che won su betu ato ba ko wonti me nwi edu enti wo package hu ha say wo yare ya wo Mayo Clinic, one of the top clinics in America. Senko ye be at the MRI machines, ABC, Kolebu, Konfanochi, na Obia, Yakin, no Koho, CT scan, then Fidia, a Timothy Nipa Bone, Bibia. Yaton, I didn't want to be a business here. Busia baby about what Dia or Nunya, the commission. Also, no Yari and also on Kolebu, what tell you primo, who took one course of first class, or to America. Yes, one rabbi yina no sika bi ahwehwem o meboa mahama ne ahwe o se o yare obi krase o mo o ba ye be kira tuntu o ma therefore you sika na fa ne sem nya wa fa no kwa o se etrimo di agudie
in a line or two no can you just restate what is the worth of man or what is the value of man?
So obi abe define it differently say we are saying the quality of nipa abe we are saying me greedy. Me, I'm speaking the way I'm speaking because I'm a socialist. I believe in say ubi abe comfortable kakrebi eno na efe. And then P the other day. P no would can of and sika be ni one wa the day. Dear me penny say ye walk ubia ebe kokolibu when hospital treatment papa ya feno kama Kumasi Tamale Sunyane Takwa bibia wo machines niya no ye wo bus said ye London who baby all cry you would train you but yes that's what trunk baby I'll take crowd you I didn't your trump I for crack when we say well I didn't want to be and to be for my Ghana why want the TV it came and yes you take trotro would be trotro would tremor a bit travel now not dear oh and yet one more governance the politics in Ghana is very dirty the politicians are wicked very stupid people yeah kasa kuko 9th of December, 7th December 2028, year to about Galam's Mahama ultimately stop that. Because in Kofo and the two says, open a war bang. I could find no for the 2 year 8 year woman, Jessica, and this was about 8 you. Not just a minimum, there will be no public transportation in Ghana 4 years, and so the almost TV it come. What right? Yet, Yamamo to my moment TV is coming here, number 4. Now go and read Animal Farm, John Orwell. I was your governance. And yet, and guess your trap bus, but not your no winner MPs in your full bus, no parliament.
Okay, all right. And offer we want the way forward. And the way forward is we being able
to be honest.
Okay, all right. You see we have been what can offer me bo 1 second I'm say question the earlier question no me can say yantimamufo no kra no dey na yenso ye contribute towards the lingering problems are you no we say they have to be honest and be honesty does it come just by the flip of a coin or someone becoming honest? Is this something that just happened with a flip of the coin? Now, 1 second.
Intentionally, not all training and perform and perform. I was 9, you know, with training, say young pioneer, near training the mind of the future. I promised to be the faithful, loyal to Ghana. My motherland, near Traya at age 8 and 9. Let's say it was I'm here between 77 years. Mikoli Biu. And you have to be honest and faithful to your Ghana, your motherland. No. That training in you what you say. Yet the near training, yes, sir. And yeah, dear, you be not Mitias is here, meaning we are, Minu Disanko, me catch at age 9. That was what was imbibed on my brain. Say, you near a dog patriotism, I'm a minor, a friend in Ghana. Say, Nippon Piabano, a Trimodinti, they need a dobber, or penny dear selfishness, or no.
Offer, say, Mattia won someone walking, ya. But I just want us to be very more substantial. Now yet me determine the pathway to the solutions. They all can you are letting us know the challenges here and there. But a quiet year faso to get to the solution, I don't seem to get the way very clear. What's it?
Leadership by example, top bottom. One leadership, you live as normal as possible, as comfortable as the OBR. If you say,
I would say, who can set an example?
At the top, leadership by
example. Okay, all right. Now, say you go school. Now you see subject be on a certain a topic on a certain subject. Why do you think that the teacher can set an example in that regard?
Now, or set an example, no. Now, the class, practically.
He setting the example because he knows. Anna, thank you very much. So the very ones we are asking them to set.
I'm just
send
there be woman in pa.
Answer what's our assumption be? Offer. Who healthy way of living your life? No? It is evidenced in the way that you live your life. And I just say if Obekeka and sending in our tray. Na ye evidence bia wa frama na waka de na kire say asema wo ka kire say healthy way udidi anopa sa time way udidi na ye na wafa wo fo etotwe just na te asema na does he know what he is saying so on identity and what you know should be evidenced in your way of life. And for them to be able to set the example that you are asking them to set, they must know the example. What you are demanding of them, it is not in their what you are demanding of them, if that is what is in their cup, that is what they would have poured it to you. What is in their cup, is what they are pouring to you. And I sir.
I had them know you.
And they offer Mabel, over now. Me time no yako. It do that. 1 second. Share of our who is here. Say me ba ofi ho nom na say beer ewo glass mu na ja o nom na me ka je so ofa ye makono enti hwi kakra ma me a nye de ewo gap no na be hwi ame
the me for fraba
ya asem ka me ka say me enye de ewo cup no na be hwi ame nyesa enti se me bae no ana se enkayeti ana wo cup no mu ana asem ka me say ofa de wonu mam kakra no ma enye ti na na behwia me
and correct
enti de wo cup no mu na de mama me de wo cup no mu enye wan a untimi mama wan right
I say me no nyadro enti wo de wo TV et kam yes yeti trotro
enye no enye on say medical busa offer I think we would have to move on because the question no the most important question idea be drew no our part in the lingering of our problems because me will say what is in them is what they are giving to us. Say if they had kindness in them, if they had greater love in them, That is what they will give to us. Their worth or their value is not in the cars that they drive around. No. That is not their worth.
Because we
Eh-heh.
deserve better.
Aha.
What
And
we
see,
what we are man boy for Jimmy for. My leader.
okay.
I am on for 5
Okay. All right. Offer. You attend to Okon. Why? Attend to your call and then we that's the offer. We'll come back to you later on. Why? Eti ya kwa enim no em say offer body so ho no mo a omute ho na ye mon komo kakra. I have about 30 more minutes before I step away.
15 minutes.
Remember 15 minutes so any my men call some safo enso eso. Eti Sam sa otime kan ba maso. Naboko there.
Yeah, sorry.
Nyam yadum. You any questions and answers, but I mean offer you come with you know I can imagine say the very ones who were listening no, have a lot of questions to also support with the knowledge that they have already. And meet you say what ya check kakra dia anasa kakra bi a uti e kra no obetimi aka ana wa kire wadwen e wo ho. That is not to say I'm limiting you to the conversation that we've had. If there are any questions that you want to also put on the table, over to you, Sam.
Yeah, Papa Smiley, it's your BBI, it's here for most importantly, Papa Smiley, and in 24 while I know about each day, Let me share, what shall I say, only of I can stand me here. I like of the lifestyle, no, and I hope say one day when I get there, I'm able to, make the necessary adjustment to prolong, I guess, my lifespan. So it's very nice to hear, and clearly, like you were saying, it's a testimony. The way I was living a life, you see him, and when you hear him, I have never met him, but when you hear him talk and, chat, it's a testimony to, I guess, the lifestyle. So he's somebody to learn from. By if you don't, I step away and then I came back later. By it shared the yara and again, maybe saw Papa Smiley. I think I asked you last time. Don't you think you try to justify these things or these behaviors so you yourself you don't get so angry? Because yes, I think that I don't know, and I could be wrong, but I feel like you try to look at it as though to make it a case that they don't know better or whatever it is that is within them, that's what they're giving out to us. So in a way, you're saying, they don't know better, they're not living a good, healthy life themselves. So therefore, if they are acting this way or if they're behaving this way, I guess we have to accept it and move forward because they don't know better, so how can they give us anything better? And I think it's a way perhaps for you or somebody else not to be so angry at them or not to be so mad at their behavior. So you can check yourself. So you find something to justify it. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Maybe how you view it.
All right. You see, said all can no. It's not because I don't want to get angry at whatever that is happening. But the bottom line is, say, why a teacher for a teacher for will always try to find all possible ways to teach or to bring someone to come to the knowledge of or awareness of whatever they want to put across, right? And sometimes, they will use all possible means just to bring someone to the awareness of the right way to do things. Now, say Mekase, if they know better, they would have done better now. I have my reason. Just say, I would never think, say, for once, say, if someone knows, say, aduane we say, ewu hoi, unim, say, aduane amidi we say, it will hurt me. Obekwa akodi. That is my opinion. Enti se wunimu a, it is seen in your actions, in your life. Enti se wunim. Of course, you see, se ade a wunim no, ye ka se fa evidence ebra say okay, ade we say to say of a twum dia okay, or can healthy living e de kire ye. Okay, evidence na ye de ade. Eno ane say waka kire na. Now, abe kan sim bi wa ha say, it's an extension or say the knowing doing gap. Right? Unim na untumi nya. To me, an American, to me, you don't know. Because the very ones who know the value of what they know, no, they practice it. And you don't know. Now, me kasa, and non say, I just want to justify whatever they are doing. I mean, I have more. Dear, say, omunim, na omunya no, it makes it even more painful. A extreme level of someone may say madness. Say, you know very well, say, idea we say, sebi, yane, and then you decide to say, betiti yashi wonum no wedi. Something is definitely not right with you. So, I'll still say it. Say, if they knew better, they would have done better. And whatever is built up within them, no, is what they are giving unto us until they are able to replenish and I say restock what is within them. No, we are going to continue to have whatever they are giving unto us. That is my view, anyway.
That's your view, and I respect that. And Indra, I think so. And just saying that video. I think so. Been a post to Akwantufuo or WhatsApp and so. And later on, I saw it. And so Accra Kumasi Kwano, me fast so damn poor. And I've always heard about it, but I didn't realize how suicidal it is. And for us to think that all these past administrations, they think this is the best they can do for the people of Ghana. No? And for us to think, say, they don't know better. Since acquire a connected capital city, any crime, I don't know, but I will draw the conclusion that your second capital, which is Kumasi, from Accra to Kumasi, acquire like develop here, it brings so much economical activities and benefits, For us to think, say, they don't know better, no more acquire fiancé, like constantly in Crawford, who acquire so. And for us to think, say, they don't know better until be a quine man, as a quine year, It's, I don't know, I cannot comprehend it. I cannot understand it. It's something else because who's that video now and drano? It's like first that's the corners could drew maybe you have to give thanks to God. There's no way. Say this is the main road that connected Kumasi and Accra. It's very suicidal. So and Uncle Dan Chain. I've always wondered, Papa Smiley, and maybe you can help me understand a bit. To say idea about Ghana, like it's like Atam Didier and a Atam Didier, especially these politicians, leaders, and any kings, Obia Soriana, Crawford Duane Soria, especially in Kuala Lumpur, Omudi Omatem. And I always hear saying Crawford, I say, hey, Munjatam Didier, yo, and Yumbu and Pennyfo, and ye and like it seems as if we are pointing the fingers to the people doing the insulting. And I sit back and I ask myself, like, Andra Mekaya, hurt people. Papa Samalo tell me say upie, I said ufio supermarket, and I said obi sound nessa one fan in sound can I doubt it since obes or no what mon pa kone keke. So
Okay.
only pa kone be the first time, maybe you have a mana call, second time, like third time, only pa kone cost to yeah. Eventually, you do one or two things. Either you call the police or so size only pa kone happen say fairness a bit to me, I handle now. Why have that power only pa kone because he hurt you, so you hurt him back in a way, one way or the other. So anytime I be like obi sorriness or the deal be atom, let's say it can be a point someone with the atom now. I ask myself, like, have we taken the time, like you're to your boss, I champion or more with the atom, it be some why do they insult these people? Maybe yeah, Abe be an example. You see, Abe every time I back a couple I don't know, it's like he goes from 0 to 100 real quick. And he have said it himself, he backed this man up. He believed in him or he trusted him, whatever, not to quote him verbatim, to the extent that he said he even convinced his friend to help put this guy, to help vote for this guy. And clearly he didn't meet his expectation and it's not meeting his expectation is one thing, but then to not even have any remorse or not even act like everything is still okay. So if I stand back and I hear Abe speaking so ill about this guy, you have to understand where he's coming from. And all the time, say, the deal be at we don't even try to the hey, I don't know dinner time. I don't know the deal on telephone at and I said I don't know the deal so much at I think we should really try to until we find out why people are lashing out at these leaders. You're not going to say Papa Smiley.
Na
So,
na mami Musa wo said ya o can say o can hurt people nyeza sasa na aka na me wa
San Kana.
aha nti ya mpanyufo ndi a hurtness nyeza.
Yes.
Okay, so they are also hurt into no more hurt here nyeza.
Mami the other corner. Mami baby how they call it bad luck.
Where does it stop?
Where does it stop? It stops with them because they came in with the idea that even though I've been hurt, you took an oath to help cure other people's hurt. You took an oath to make other people's life better.
Okay, I see.
So whatever hurt you had in your past, whether it was within your family or whatever, you keep that at home. By the minute you take a stand and become a public figure, at that point, you don't know buy no nothing for
Okay.
So all hurt, you kind of diminish it a little bit and focus on making everybody else feel a little better. And it's a huge thing to ask.
I see.
That's why not everybody can do it.
Now, Mami Musa, what's it? They have taken an oath, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you out take you over oath. Is it automatic in delivery now?
It should be. It should be automatic in delivery. It is. It really should be. If we do respect that oath. If we do respect the oath that we're taking and we're not taking it, say we're just reading something to read it now. It's an automatic. Like this is what I said I'm going to do. I swear by, and you should do it.
Okay. All right. I see.
Media president, maybe an example. He's not perfect, but he swear by the oath what he said he was going to do on the campaign trail, and he's doing it. So before these people came in power, and I'll construct this road, I'll do this, I'll do that, you took an oath to do it, so you should just do the little things to make the people's life better.
Okay.
You're not asking for much.
All right, you're not asking for much. You, Sam, say, and said a mechanic, Jahen, I am missing in action, right? We have not had him for quite some time. And what I would suggest, and they say, overtake the whole normal managing Yama until say Abby Ebeba, right? Bombardier Ebeba, and I say BB Ebeba. Quite unfortunate, I need to be on the road right away. In order, no. Kasa wia Obama, ada say Christopher. Yes, Christopher ho. Christopher ko. Right, Christopher any ho dia Abi. Just say owa hene champon. Ana Edem so amo mu nyina akasa kama ede amame why enti uwie ya pass
Papa Smiley,
I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to sit down. I'm going, Mr.
You run away.
I'm not going to sit down. I'm going, right?
Okay.
It's your turn, so you can just go. Give it to him.
Papa Smiley, there are so many questions I have in dealing with me himself.
Anyway, Bama, so Abi, go for it.
Yes, Sam, Edwin Kesse. But you see, listening to Mr. Tum has turned into proper Ghanaian now. When Mr. Tum is speaking, Massa, look, Sam, if you go to Ghana and they are calling you Massa, they want to take your money. They call you Massa not because they want to call you, they want something from you. So when you hear them call you Massa, you lie. They will chop immediately. So Mr. Chu is really well. Look, Papa Smiley has raised a lot of issues. The first question I wanted to ask him is towards Sam, his last conversation with you, that our leaders are hurt. I would have asked him if he thinks Bawumia is hurt. Do you understand? So, because he is hurt, he is doing everything possible to come and be leader and vent that hurt on us. In the first place, we are not begging him to be leader. We don't even want him to be leader. If he is hurt, he should go and heal himself somewhere else. The same applies to all these so-called leaders. Whether they are hurt or not, we don't care. We don't want to suffer the consequence of their hurt or whatever. We are not begging them to be leaders. The second question I wanted to ask Papa Smiley too is, he tried to clarify it a bit with you, Sam. If you are a doctor, medical doctor, and you are killing people, you told us you are a doctor, you provided evidence to show that you are a doctor. Or you campaign to say you are a doctor. Oh, Ghana for Munsomin, all this rubbish. Then you came to practice what makes you a doctor. And it is the opposite. Papa Smiley wants to tell us that you are telling us that this is all you know. Or because you don't know, so you deceive the people. Do you understand? As a leader, we expect so much from you. But if you are doing the contrary, then you are not the leader we want. The problem with us is people think if somebody is a leader, the person is above reproach. You cannot criticize this person. Everything they do is sacrosanct. Because he's a leader, because people voted for him, he can do what he wants. Some of us, we don't see it that way. If you're a leader and you are stupid, you are stupid. We should tell you even in the worst form. Because your stupidity will kill me, will kill everybody. You see the 8 people who have died? If you trace it down, it boils down to leadership. Then when they are fooling, they are not acting as leaders. And tragedies and so on come. Hey, we are all Ghanaians. We are all one. Everybody, we are mourning. Some of us, we are not mourning you. Do you understand? Because we've been mourning already before this thing came up. We've been mourning already. So this type of thing, we are used to. Maybe this is a time they feel, oh, the money is in there. But the average Ghanaian is mourning every day because of their stupidities. So if you want to tell us, oh, you are mourning, but this one is an intensified mourning, so which you are joking. It is sycophants who can do that to you. Do you understand? Because some of us, when we go to Ghana, we cry without even these type of accidents happening because it has been normalized. But now that it is at your doorstep, you are trying to rally all of us to be doing what? To cry with you? If you go to Ghana, people are dying preventable deaths. Preventable. Look, if you go to Ghana and you have an emergency, forget it. Forget it. No ambulance. If the ambulance comes, the road they will take you on. If you are lucky to reach the hospital, the resources there cannot even sustain you. So when we are mourning every day and this thing comes, you want me to mourn extraordinarily? Jokers. Those who will do that will do it. Do you understand? But we need to drum it to them every day that these people or you so-called leaders are not living up to the expectation of leadership. That is annoying bit. But among us, Papa Smiley was telling us, how do you change us? How do you change on this platform, Sam, you are in the seat now. Sam, on this platform, with this particular platform, can you change Kwabna? Can you change Biniwa? Can you even convince them? They are so polarized.
I think maybe Bralex, maybe you can change him. Alex is close.
Because these people, they are heroes. Don't make any error. Their heroes are perfect leaders to them. When the majority of the people are seeing that these people are rubbish, but to them, the rubbish thing cries what makes them excited. Hey, come on. When they live in societies where they see how the leaders are being lambasted every day. Biniwa came to tell us that one of the Spanish presidents was slapped. You think the people who were slapping them are so stupid? But in a part of the way there is unheard of. Hey, you people, you don't respect. Respect who? When Akwantufuo was begging us, God for all these, was he not begging us? Baumia recently, wasn't he begging us? Then when we select him as a leader, then he will be lording it over us. Hey, look, we are not demanding enough from these idiots parading as leaders. The annoying bit is, we are not begging you people to be leaders. Sometimes you hear people saying, hey, the way they are insulting these people, one day nobody will be. That is what we want. Do you understand? Because we want to sift the rubbish from the proper thing. But the current trend where every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Baba Smiley too was asking Mr. Chum about richness or something. Baba Smiley, if he's listening, Baba Smiley, Bill Gates can do whatever he wants with his money. Even despite can do whatever he wants with his money. Because they worked and created the wealth by themselves. But you can come and sit on us and use our money, all of us our money, to make show off. If you want to show off, go and do your own thing, then do whatever you want with your money. But you can't use my name. You can't use my friend's name. You can't use my family's name. Go and take loans. Then you'll be displaying. You'll be living extravagant life. Idiots will tell us, hey, Akufo-Addo aboni bra. When he was born, his bra, was he chartering flights? That his bra, you people are saying was he able to charter any flight? But as president, he was chartering flights anyhow. Hey, walai. Look, it is we the followers. Our reasoning is subpar, is mediocre. That is why these people take us for granted. But you see, in societies where the people are enlightened, they are exposure, they scrutinize everything these idiots do. But not in that part of the world, though. Oh, the youth of today, they don't. Me, I'm not youth, because what they are doing, I can do better than them. You understand? So those of you, if you think you don't know anything, they are help me. They are not helping me, because I can. Some of us, we can see quality when we see it. We can see quality leadership when we see it. So we are letting these idiots parading as leaders shortchange us, and they are shortchanging us big time at the expense of the average Ghanaian. Sam, you raised the issue. I think I posted that in there about the Kumasi Road. This thing is not a one-off thing, or this thing is not a recent occurrence. This is a lingering issue. And they have been using it to campaign. They have been making MPP crash. They are World Bank. Do you understand? The National Division is a World Bank, but you can guess from the level of reasoning of that World Bank people that this is your road. And these people are telling you are World Bank, and people are saying, originally my family or my family members are MPP, so whatever. Come on. And you pass on this road, you die. You pass on this road, you become incapacitated, and so on. And it is still your World Bank, and you are still voting for them. So why can't they continue making swagger on you? Akufo-Addo making swagger. He was behaving like a fascist to us. Simply because he's displaying at his World Bank. This man had audacity to tell people, how? But people didn't see how serious, how insulting this thing is. For a leader who can have the audacity to talk down upon his people like this. Look, we are mediocre in our reasoning and our thinking. That is why these people have got the leeway to deliver below par to us. They do one thing. If you are a leader, just improving one index or one parameter and claim victory for the rest of 4 years or 8 years, that one there is easy. Everybody can do it. Do you understand? You improve exchange rate, then you for the 4 years, that is all you carry through. You build one school, then that is all you do. Then everybody can do it. One school thing Akufo-Addo did, that is all. ATS, SSS, all his followers, that is all they cite up to today. Then they create some slogan, Year of the Roads. So Sam, you think if the Year of the Roads is there, that Kumasi Road, you should see it like that. Road, Year of the Roads. I mean, if you just oppose what is on the ground with this type of slogan, it's the most insulting thing as a human. If you reason, you can contend with. But hey, they are followers. They are World Bank people. Are rewarding them. So let somebody.
Yeah, thank you, Abe. Thank you. It's a lot, of course. Yeah. When I saw that video yesterday, I couldn't believe it. And these drivers too, and these drivers too doing overtaking like it's nothing. It's I, it's so wow. Anyway,
But Sam,
it,
if the people are not leading us, the people leading us are not disciplined themselves. How do you expect those who follow them to be disciplined?
that's true. That is
The
true.
way the
Because
way
nobody
you
should be
saw
doing
them,
more than 40 miles. Nobody should do more than 40 miles on that road, let alone doing overtaking. Nobody should be doing that. It's
the
like a
way
street
the way yeah, the way
that is
you
in your
saw them.
neighborhood. You know,
Hmm.
it's like a neighborhood street. It's not even like a high. It shouldn't be considered a highway. It's
Yeah.
like your neighborhood street. Something behind your house here in this part of the world. You know, that's my neighborhood street. It's
Yo.
crazy. Anyway, let me call. It just said
Yeah. Okay.
exactly. It just said, "Oti and can but my soul."
Yeah, I can guess it.
Sit with the other call there. Just say,
Oh, Boko.
then the man say, and then and then your questions and answer. I don't think say Papa Smile one five be a 40 and two board in so by at the same time, you know, Ghana commonly and also the that it's me boy and commonly.
Okay, okay, that's me for when you're in chair. I read one with you for you know, but to a bishop at all. Now, there be a mass we can say Ghana. Ghana, no, your leadership crisis. The crisis that we don't know the leaders. They are into me, the company for media. So, yes, with the my direction, my caution, my progress activity. I mean, leadership entails a whole bunch of stuff. But here is the case. The political leadership Ghana as a whole, Ghana in particular, and Africa as a whole, no, we always find ourselves wanting. So, and put you about to say they are doing so about Nina free penny for. We were can say, be any panel, Mumuani, penny free. At one point in time, we had a leader. He's been dead and gone a long time ago, but um, we're still talking about him. Not yet superhuman, but based on what he did for Mother Ghana, the unborn generation, the generation that generations are more metronome. They never live with him. They still calling of Kwame based on the issues that he dealt with, based on directions that he took Ghana through, based on the quality of leadership that he gave to Ghanaians. I mean, yeah. It's been almost 7 months, and a little after 7 months, I did a buying memory share a buying for France. I have a month with the dance be so I do money my penny John Muhammad, why you be paying? Because I want to have a view, you know. Ọsọ fìdí inú mu ahọ́n náà jẹ́ ọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ yẹ fẹ́ ni yẹ kó tiri nínú àṣà ebu bi ni ẹni ọmọ yẹn adwe but nípa dodoɔ no democracy na dodoɔ kasa na yẹ fa ntì no yẹ tó abama no àrùkù aba báyìí abosome nsọ̀n ni o abosome nsọ̀n yìí bí n ṣe mi di mẹ́ni tutu fọ́ mu a. Nhyɛ dɛ hu bibi papa biara a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Ghana. Nhyɛ dɛ hu. Wodi yɛmfa no sanitation nra yesterday I made the same statement. Katete kwahye hɔ yɛ afufu no ne adeɛ ka bɛhu sɛ something vigorously is going on. Yɛafɛ nipa ma ɔmo yɛ ɔmo etu anamɔ ɔmo prɛprɛ ɔmo
more the tractor in the more a matter tractor, more the a proper one so I do with that. But acquire the same thing. Acquire the same thing. Come here, I say, okay, man, we will share new tricks with you. And these are many things now. Some of us in the night, you hear fresh hands, fresh limbs, or no bar. Yeah, but to name a mukakra. Let me name him kakra and sana. By every Mahama, what first system Nimuyina proposing or your assembly man, dear banana, in fact, to be concerning that. But all the systems need now were firm. It is an education of our PhD, only baby a copy. And so Abba also knew 7 months. We ex-president there. He long enough says he feel impacted. But that is not what we say. Almost governance contagious, very contagious. Even lifestyle and attitude and culture is very contagious. The lifestyle, the kind of lifestyle and leadership of the man for. By extension, it means Sunday won't call for. It means Sunday the masses. At one point, even the whole Africa in beginning Nigeria land and business or didn't say Ghana. Why? Because Kwame Nkrumah was doing wonderfully and crazy things back here. Especially people from West Africa sub-region. Also, I'm a Ghanaian. Because now a leader no EDB prepare them ever. If you are boy, you who baby a deity. If baby a deity. Say Punto be no more there bar. Don't be the carry and say Punto a DB. Ever benefit me party and I'm a party man. And no say $1,000 in a debate and put a debate into Jumanoa. Me I earn 5,000. No more much eddie. If you so I know says idea me for ye, a mammy votes and into Baga. Development a can have our man in Ano. Others say a year or create wealth for themselves or said a man of political leverage, a man vote. And you see, I'm finding Chico. And I am finding on my teacher there, lay down, comfort tenacity, technical people tenacity, young friends, young electricity, young bridge. By the young sao, you better now about one ever sono. Need to be careful for your sapit to be the so the way on the trouble my. It's the mentality a man for the qua bemu and now the a pre leadership position. And yet the idea going punto it to find for themselves. And we say it. Penny Kofi Kumba, Kopani Kofichumba kind. Your pop Bessia tossed V8 in V6 near their ma our leaders. But you need that tobacco cry a box a door a say that a Pashimoto way. We don't even have one single tractor. Edo. Benyini bebre there, but me hu pa a city council for the locality will be a city council for in Ranmaya Mufisemu ban. Omode Cadlas. Omode dog a pan who no move down no more. Be a question out on to prepare and throw a punish there, but in Chanchari in I have got a date in the air dog. Said a bear. A very safer, I'm the road user, will be free on mobile. And when you consider video, how they send him, he says, what they send him, is a link between the capital and the biggest city marketing hub. the second biggest marketing hub man say Ghana now West Africa. That's the way penny was a go way so. I mean, that's a bibi nkoye. Bibi nkoye. Na omo didi e ombe mundi nko sabre omo ni anwodin bi omo de besi sande am. Na mmom de wa ban mu sese no betuma nya hoɔden asesa nneɛma yɛsrɛ no a wansesa nneɛma na ano yɛsɛ wate office bi a office na no asɛ obi yɛ prophecy a sɛ asɔfo atrofoɔ no yɛ prophecy a obi bɛdi nkan de prophecy na akɔ hɔ can you believe this President Mahama ɔma na yɛmu bia na yɛ ne nya adwene ɔma yɛ nkɔmhyɛ a yɛhyɛ ne yaba mu. I mean, it doesn't go away from Mother Ghana. Zameka, Mr. Galam say, Obit Masobuni easily, one touch. On here, big time money be use a well institution. Nafa, may you were the Fabo Womucha, may you were the Keke. And one of better if you say, one of better also be a person upon to me quite maybe. Obi have a bonnet, but that's not what we're saying. What we are saying. It's a scratch on back. Let me scratch your back. So, my office say, the best here no be a baby. Na, you quite a name. Don't say that Susan de Brody home better. That was
Just say, yeah, that's a big great. But it just say, but in this hour, I think say, and drum for Chunkai, Ghana for, I don't think say, you book food enough and I say you know how to uprise, whether it's because say you're slow and I say, so, I mean, conquer and I say this because I acquire a lecture like, and say, like, I know say what watch him, I took the by. That was the first time I saw that video, and it's like, I can't believe, say, acquiring a month of fast over crack to Kumasi, and the speed now on the fast on. Then, of course, I'm quite a whole quick form. Now, you want penny four, and I'll be back in a year of roads. This is the road you're using. Like Ghana phone, I don't think it's good food enough. I think there's some more good food more. There has to be something. Because if you to me, yeah, oh, Germanica, 4 years about Germanica, it's becoming too much.
yeah, my office say, but meanwhile, I know him. And if you say the chat when I show him, said, all the necessary equipment. The almost here and there, the bungalows, the fence, the cook, the garden boy, me now see the amount.
It's very pound. And yeah, like make up by, I hope so be almost that video. No? It's very disturbing. And very scary. And for people to just, they are not so drivers for no. It's anyway, yeah, man. I want here ever. I saw them do to Ghana. I'm sure so what point so that if you're back house or pass was and then I know who you that's it. I want here something and can. But yeah, not take a couple of minutes. Yeah, I want here by my soul.
Kantanka, Arjun Kantanka.
I Udin meet me the officers one answer one here in the Dinkaka in your
for
yeah, okay, anything behind this. I'm going to offer, you're going to be obedient and I need some friend of Branana. But we making sure because they say, dear, my dear, respect to my
would you say now, Obo, a team would say, Dibia, now what do Debbie, where am I? Okay. We
yeah, anyway, I'm about Bama so and son of rating to Bama so crack.
Drink, and that can be one you be also can be two. None can be real who will be Kaswati.
na mahwɛ na sha mentimi hu anwom na wo se meto e free ofatu eba bi eba just say bebo just say sisi so na aha just say kasa yi na mewra just say mewra ho na just say wo say wo tin sem wo ya no afekra de na wa ankasa na wa ankasa so we nipa wo dwene na wo ti asem nya bo ti asem do so asem a so wo hwe abayare enam say safo de enyanum nyina kan nyina yi papa busa asem bi ensem no odane dane na mati de oboso o kire no enti wenu mu no dom wa no de maye na na we dom papa dom no de maye no no de maye no dom agire no mu nim die nyina kudu no no de maye no papa me se die o madwiri na ebi kwa na ebi na ente saso na ebi eye awudie no krono eni etimodin eno mo de dom wo ye no because a crew in you crew was a cuckoo we think ho chiri se dia me come asem ka can't see the canon a crew in you crew was a ye complain say you better body ba ko 10 cedis a crew in say a you crew was a top by ye ba ko 35 40 50 cedis body ba ko by ye ba ko eti se me kan kudu ni se krono ye ko na se yeba anase ye fini ye gina hene ye fini ye gina ye ni gina yo ye ni gina ye na aina na awa hu eni ko ni gina ye na apo no eni gina ye ni ntina apo no wo man kasa so mo hu se ekuni gina ye eni gina ya mpa because se amambofo etimi we say etimi top form na wonu mo boku no nyina ba mo nyina ko ono bom ye omo ne so mo ko training ene ye so mo do mo ko training ko mo training na ko training na omo we mo shamba ko top form ni etimi tu we mo shabi no mi ese bi ni ekire am yan ko hwehwe se we mo shire etimi nya radar bi anabi bi etimi tracy adi bi adi ko toye na yete todo ni eto ni atito no sa na mekuafuo o boto o mu ko dwom no koko boto no ene ko sesa sanfo no kono dia ni ko na se bai mu de mu bi busa ti se ko na se bai chese mu bi enfiri babi chese no an se egu sa ye fie show won mo ye so mo ko train ko no abom ka edomo ko trade se de bibi ba se obi kure be toshe gana fo so etu obo no be boy ho ban no wo mu kure no mata ne mba ye mu gugu yi chise ba chiri vrati nyankopon ensama no ohye ensama no kwa ubusa na busa ko hifa yeni nyina so etra gana fo ye tukwani enyina so bi ni kuro no so obo chise ade opodini kan openyi just say kai see 7 months and 8 months o kan me poso kakra de o kan 7 months ye hu hwe no me poso kakra because me sa dinu sa komachi say aban no mo koyi no kunu mi so o me di o mani nya na ade o kan na me sa ba me kakra be ni say wo mo susu kra no wo mo beta so boso ngotwi wo mo kra susu no etisi ka me benkofo e fei bebrebe yenti bibia se bia we ko ya kabini me se kura guma me hu se bi nya moto so bi se e be nya moto so bi so se eye se die ne ye omu ye kaso mo wie omu ba e kwado omu ye ehia bo so enso ne gusu sisi ho do sa enti mo ba su ama age ba besi ama mo ba su ase tuntun de hanketi wakata apo bani ase se yesu se ne mo be su ana edi okra no eti so mo ka chese bo so na ye hu bibi bi eni kan fori ata ono an ye boni di na mo makeka brebe ana brebe nyina wugu hoi eti na ya yem se any kofu so mo be the say o mo ye di o mo ye koye no o mo di bia no mo so kofu bi so obeso ye say na am because e do obeta bam wuntimi ma action bi entimi si galamse action bi si ye galamse ya kan wansem ya say ye be kin helicopter ke ko du ya ankabofu ya ni no tutu ni sama kese ya puwa dia sa vetra na galamse ni tuo no mutu na cycle no sa was 4 years aba na the slogan sta be gu ko fu mani peti we too much omo mani power me se afide mate for too asiate mate for too asi for too me se mate na see too much mate me mate too much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And then go for you, Cree. This is sad way. Hey, there be intimate to us, there be. Hey, can full price with it, and full no, and me and make a kind, but Masaka. And then next I need to go for years. Next I need to go for years. A queen in a year. A queen ye can. Oh, the cut some food. Kumas, na me back. That's what I can crop for some more back. Semi cook master before we say so. Me say me some say na saka be M2 say M2 car be small car be sir. Me some say sanko fu we say no omo ye kana fo because who drive the one ko fu is for two car kwan so. Me who be me mean to drive sir.
I mean here you say oh yeah the fortune any be no akoti plane ticket no call because that kwan no when fendi grow.
Oh yeah.
Video no me see me here. I don't know how it's too much. It's too much.
Last month let you say na last month you say my wife going na play for your friend say can play cry your wife go last 2 months last month wife go play return and they also return also one same baby and they change in there you see some kind of and then Katanga, and no delay. Obi wants to go free Kumasi say, Naya na de Tambe. Oh, free Kumasi be 8. Say 8 to say something. Yeah, I think on your flight back to Accra. Obi wants to go free or 2. I've got 2 and 2. Was it between 12 and 2? On your flight back to Accra at 8 o'clock. The same Obu Kibiao. Bibi yeah, Safok to the Mekano. To the Mekano. Yeah. I get to know when you be corn or cat, no worry, no, just I look. President Mahama, who ye the movie, yet I'm beginning Bekai, and ye they can begin and support it. Ye can begin near for Sabia, but Uncle for Nipa do it, ye in a intimate cassette, see and see. President Mahama, men power chew, ye Juma, there be, Yamo Juma say, ye Jumano. Men power chew, Majai, men power chew of president, and no more be a sell was say. When you send Kofono Mukoy and a dear, shall say take action. Shall say, we are Brema Gana Fubi, Gana Fubi, who's the one to do. Share against Sergeant in the Empo. Who said, we yes, I know what I say. Ye are just to say Kennedy Japan, ye know, no crown, and telephone no crosser. As we are men who said, Kennedy are only ye pay. Ye pay. And go for Kennedy. Said you on no Bob over you or boss from Samuel Koyojuma. Because one to do. 1 minute too much, was that? Sir, gentle lifestyle, Ghana for no. Yea, to Musa life, no. It's because who did that? Oh no, President, who did that? Who did that? What condition car, was a full condition, be our cough for the dead, and it's another. Mammy is standing by and movie so. Mammy and my Ghana for me here. Salomon, yes, we are see markets, and I was say, more about soon. There be, Baza. If you are rough, said they would be a hotel qua. Who Tadia was using nice bottle. Where you Tiama come on. Fresh skin, the body need as we say, we are with Shabucha. Air condition, probably not no feeling maybe. Is there but you bridge as in this animal, you make dinner for man, every new one is idea. And no must animal boarding, slide no more boarding. Sla, yeah, I did you say be more. Yes, if you are decide we say at 2 in no, but then ever catacata when this animal may say, you mobile. You mobile. I'll be cancer. I'll be cancer what comes sky. I will talk and yes, I said. We are always morning. Always your morning. Should you make us a cry? Isn't it a morning now? You know, million. They baby king of a king bar. They were all because they say money near. You know, it just say about walking. I am money. They want you money at check. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, master. I be say, just say, I ever say you over to master. I be some no fruit and I saw. I some no fruit and I would give blood breno. And yes, if you be a gun and I be but tell you I some no I know. And yet come for me, the chai, and come for be come for. One man who say Yabre. On Michel. Say Yabre. Eh, say women will be any lie or where's our quite a jab so good, so rough. But so jagum so far because the brain, the dear one, your own toying. You need found who they couldn't just use. We sorry, I also camera, software, sorry, camera, prophecy, Now, me be some say, hey, I didn't go sway. Didn't go sway. Didn't see. And also, never see any. Say it is a prophecy no kwa asem we come ama ho yes say message we come ama ho message we come ho look safu we can be say atemdie no atemdie na say we hwe ya atemdie do so hey atemdie sabanti no ti Canada US one week you even say can you even say Kevin Taylor atemdie obi di fi what she I tell you, they are going to be different. I don't want to be. I tell you, what's it?
Yeah, I was watching.
Hey, I don't you know. Come, no, me say, no, can't think about it. Okay, I quit with the attempts. I want to we nipa. No we nipa. No we nipa. So we nipa. We mess so. I got them there. They don't want it. Let's say we credit that them. They credit me. I brought to Mrs. Guy or quit me up Bob and 1990. I'll be trying to I'm Mano, baby papa. I'm my BB security. I don't know. Presidential security was what I got my branch. I did 1990 radio good. I can't interview on. I'm a court case to go or court case. That's how to walk. Can't a chrono. Yet no be any idiom. You will be a big name. MPP Anderson, or become be a table will be a who is a chronos is your leader. The leader and BB Susi and the Tomaso Kosovo. On a mission. The crowd Utimuna a day, 1 3 year. Who be more than to keep a few to my carbon 1 3 year was soon necessary. A create it me. I mean, I want to so ukra ba kokra no utie ni ya want to baba kopen ko untimi hwa baba kope akra ba kope wo dem fa so nyini ko ya akra totofo ya wo fofo wo hwa untimi hwa no na kupon momu a wo hwe ya akra no e de kombe da ba nu su da we catch you say body betim ba ko e 10 cedis enti wo de mo yin nefa kwa dwudwem enti so bo so fufu a anaso bo no besi a anaso ko dwuna be so oboto enam ganam fish ba ko de na bo so to see meko ukoye nsakitu emi asama 10 cedis so we 2 cedis 10 was 10 cedis no we woni enti no anyesa ofa toto ye fanka toto kaninka fo toto 50% 20% 30% 10% si say nam 7 cedis 8 cedis ni sa no. Yeah. So the mention Etino, kankanka. Mama me fa no mani agro. Papa, he has to work. Uba, you want the fuel price above for. I get dinner transportation still. You give me the 7 months, 8 months. More on idiot. More on need. More some kind of I am mobile. Men make catch them. More most them. Mammy can't tell us one make come in. More must be mobile. Because una bana crazy castle the local basi sudu usika ne nkogaba o faha almost scan fine
and a crack
tell it was a bana who titu na who panty na who so sa film kura je kuru kwesi won kura because alwe dey who be that who just what do me you hey wo fast who to work on offer to say offer we dey baba stra wo won so to be sure offer say any you dey ko sa woni mra ho so na also ye fa
For one here now wrap up on my I mean one here. So now wrap up on my head. Take another minute.
okay etino President Mahama Akwantufuo de etian ma de bi eba Papa Smiley ebi efidiri ma Ghanafo omoma no ne wo Ghanafo e de nibre e kasa no president mo wonimre 4 years ne de ma wo no ene abane yeto ma wo no wo de ye wa dwene say abane yeto ma ko bi akanfo kra wonti yeko ene fans bebrebe no ye beteso also bo wo dwuma de wonim pa eta ko ka wa ha no kuma se Accra road no within short time no shall see amanfo be hu improvement of we wo na nso atata so ayi driving ko so one my year betra nkan no ya yi ni sika betima full play ne die yesu to na se aka intimi nko wona mi che na mi sha Papa Smiley ene obi bia o platform yi so edem wo ba be ka sei me kan kire se opanyini je bibia o wonya hwi o me ka hwe me animre be mo animre be ka sa kire no na Ghanafo ni abre for this time Ghanafo ni abre Ghanafo ni ni bra yen kasa o yi din ne hwe saa ne hwe saa ya dwe boni ni ntino wo ye bibia be hwe din sa bo wo se na ko tuatia o bo wo se Ghanafo sa de ti wo se ku fo do mo no mo ye sa Ghanafo ye ti for how many years Ghanafo ye ti say Ghanafo ye din you be there people are expecting say something good can come out and they are still looking 7 months 8 months no sanko for ko 7 months 8 months here won't mean chiba ko kron tu no me can say as no court now we are still working on baby and can was 5 and 20 kula come me Ghanafo say at least you yan to be ne you nya ayibi ne you want to so yan want say who this card ye bibia ono apopo we apopo ti America hono na finance minister what hono na da bia na obo bara be se mo pese mo be mo so be wie bi dia ntwoma mo de ntwoma mo de mo de ntwoma mo mi wie bi da ka fo ye nka mo nya da
Obeba da bang. Obeba.
Ale
Kanda watch it. I'm afraid Adam what's your time you too.
Adam ni no be kan bi fufu me ba be twa tensi dis no oni wo be se asem na me bam eto me kasa
Adam so what's your one yam warning. Adam so honey something and kind
Betul
Adam Bama so
ajuni kesi
what so what's your one warning now what's your amount no what's your warning. But no, on a serious note,
want to be coming here when you say, Mama, one man to Galamsey, Galamsey is our own team stop. A cook one stop, Mama, on stop. Simple, that's a fact.
No, for one, I mean, Adam, Adam, but on a serious note, no, I my dream will like my dream to I feel like this administration, right? The previous administration messed up so bad, and I feel like this administration is put in a place to, you know, they don't have to do much. They have to just do the little things, and Ghanaians will sing them praises for a long period of time. Like, Prequine him, if I got a name, make sure see it, there is economic activities, so will mind him. Just my mom for and he helm Kitsuebi, and I think say if you do just a little bit, the people will probably sing your praise. But it's been 7 months, and I don't think the people are happy. What do you think?
Okay. Thanks. And then I am the say Omunina Casan meet Matthew Bia and see in an equal measure no, to have a decorum on the platform. No. When I'm also speaking, they can also jot their points. It's your year, but not to interject. That is my because that is their opinion. I also have my opinion, and we are all making analysis. And so, measures here free. Um, yes, indeed, the past administration has destroyed a lot of things. That is why President Mahama, maybe I'll say, it is not time for us to blame, or it's not time for anybody to put a blame and start blaming them because you knew the problem. That is why you ask for the mandate of the people to come and learn. Nti yɛse ɔse ɛtuotu a da bia meka sɛ ɛtwere bɛma bo nti the mess he has come to meet, he will make sure he makes sure he clear that mess. However, no, it is not just waking up in the night na clear that mess ne nyinaa. Yɛn starting from economic indicators ɔbaeɛ no, yɛn starting from inflation na ɛyɛ ahe. Inflation was as high as 24%, and then inflation ayɛ sɛ when we talk of inflation, it is not just about a price that has been reduced. And now say inflation is the rate at which prices are moving up. And then inflation is not moving at that's a 13%. So that is number one. When you come to stability of the city, the president has done very well by making sure say for at least for the past 7-8 months, the city has appreciated, and then it is also um, stabilized. It has appreciated and has been stabilized. That is a gift. Again, Yema, we share apart from the stabilization of the city now, your import duties. Everybody can attest, say the import duties, drastically, are back down. But the problem we're having is the greed of the Ghanaian, which platform this, we are not trying to talk about it. For example, BBC example, Abuso Kaini atọ engine, and I say one engine that will have the engine and everything maybe a costing nipa any clearance a costing nipa maybe 10,000. So you the seller goes to sell, give it to or you supply it at let's say 12,000. But the last person who is selling it to the end user is selling an engine because last year he's selling an engine 40,000. When that person bought the engine, and I say the cost of everything, it costs only 12,000. The other engine I won't turn invest 15,000 and 17,000. But you are selling a Toyota RAV4 engine 48,000, which is not abnormal. And also government, and I say I buying a car say that is the problem we are having. So the currency has been stabilized, the import duties have been reduced, but the greed of we the Ghanaian, which me and you, we are failing to acknowledge, is they are also the problem that we are having in Ghana. That is another one. And again, we are talking about infrastructure. Infrastructure. In fact, I don't know. Me can say for the past 7 months, the president has done something good or has. And I'll give on a scale of because the president, the government is still young. On a scale of 10, Mema about 3%. The reason I remember 3% is from the hand side of parliament, and answer parliament in Kratemuno, it is there clearly showing say roads contract has been awarded. Some people has even taken the money and have not worked. Some have not worked and have raised your friend is saying receive certificates to go and claim money. So you could see that the last administration was just a crime scene. People were misconducting themselves by the position they held. And so this minister has come and say they are not going to do those kind of things. You have to validate everything before payment are being made. Both the road minister and the finance minister are saying these are them. And again, about the Kumasi Accra road, yes, it is true. Successive governments, American Free Rollins, it has been a promise. It has been a promise. But I can say on authority, but for the problem of the PDS, the millennium, the Sasikan America for the Mayana, who foresays every year N1 Mayana. In Sasikan could have solved the problem in the last 8 years, because that was also part of some of the Kumasi project. The Sasikan, because of the PDS now, grant now, cancel PDS problem, that led to a cancel of that grant. Also created a vacuum and as a lacuna. It created a lacuna which we couldn't by recklessness of some people who were given opportunity to serve. So that also created. And this time the president had made it categorical. Even the last review of the mid-year review budget, they make it categorical. Before that, the road minister says that it has been given to a certain people who are going to work on it. And so we are hoping and praying that as quickly as possible, because it has come to like a death trap. That Kumasi has come to a death trap. So yeah, blaming Abani Sua. We should also blame ourselves as citizens. Those of us who has traveled or drive on that road before, yes, the road is not good, but the indiscipline of drivers, the commuters, people who are selling on the road is also causing problem. Why wouldn't you say kwan way? No one could park you or kwan. Now unnecessary, not even a friend, especially those big trucks. They will not even put a triangle to show say a car di park you or when you know say the road is not good. That is number one. Number two, you will see that yes, this road is not good, especially those Ford cars. Almost journey to the extent say nyanse bi anim. In fact, who driving from Accra to Kumasi, who watch 4-6 hours, Uber do 4 hours. It is not supposed to be so. But nipa yeah, I mean, some useless reckless overtaking, it's also costing. We are not talking about that. Yes, let us blame the government for not fixing the road. But when you fix the road too, it creates a lot of Nienti Americans are here. We share from Circle, Echo Achimota. We do your friend is saying Abeka Junction Hona. It's a dual road. From your friend is saying from Abelenke Junction over branch from a Honina Ebano, a dual road. But the beer accidents why? Because of SARS wounds and one boys now. They don't respect road sign. They drive anyhow. Almost every day. Abeka Ship House and in Peace FM almost every day. Accident see and also no no and so sometimes we the citizens must also check our attitude. And then again, people who has been given an opportunity to serve or to protect us, that is the police, or to maintain laws and order, should also do the right thing. In fact, Dampare, one thing about Dampare that people hate him was He doesn't care whether you are a minister or whatever. He was arresting all of them. When you commit the crime, he will charge you to court, and court will also do the job. And so that was one of his problem that he got from all the politicians. That was one problem. And people like that, I for me, I was supporting that kind of sorry and will drive no be ping pong ping pong ping. No even motorcade because maybe I'm car near giving. Or no driving careless. Then police will be looking at him. But when Dampari came, I learned he was arresting them, prosecuting them, and some of them were being found. And so they created that hatred was created for him. That is another one. In fact, you can say Ghana, Sisiano, and Yoma Boyadin, and as a Yoma, me can say Yoma Boyadin. But we can attest. Last time, now me share this social media voice in Kumasi when he was doing a live interview. Any market women, they were saying the truth. Say some few months ago, no, na anwa that Kufuor yellow gallon no, was around 1,002 or 1,003, and then 600. People were testing, say, even Charlie Water, they have reduced the price. Obi can about Emo, Obi can about those petty, so some small. But the problem they are having in the market is say, Nipana Kofa, even just a week or yesterday, no, the person still insists to say, dada no coffee, and so he or she have to sell the whole thing before reducing. And that is what we're in Ghana. I think said the Consumer Protection Agency, is not helping us. Kofi Kapito was on Mahama when Mahama was in power in 2016, but found his voice dead when Akufo-Addo came. That has been the problem. When people got the opportunity to protect Ghana, they protect it based on political expedience and a political affiliation, which I think it is not good. So if Kofi Kapito can find his voice now and talk against those people who are making the country difficult for young Etimemufono, I think it will help. Again, Nanado free education, no. In fact, Mahama started with almost progressively, but Nanado came and did it. In fact, it was also a progressive because they did not start with the people who were ahead. They started with people from the first year to that time. And one, it has also relieved. And today, the students, and I say, they are at least even though it is not enough, we still need more. Oliver Twist, we still need more. Then again, people are talking about insult and threats. There is a difference between insult and a threat. In fact, if you accuse Kevin Taylor of insulting somebody, that I am sure said the only thing that Kevin Taylor came and then he did was the warrant which was unlawfully placed on him. That is what he came to fight. But the defamation of character cases now, judges, are judging against him. People are chasing him to pay them. Nobody is saying said those cases are not. He has been sent to court. He was judged in absentia. Judgment has been given, and people are chasing him to pay. And so, I don't think say that is different. When it comes to what is going on today, it's about a threat on the first gentleman and the first and his family. That is different from Abia Nipabia Catro be say as for that one, is defamation of character. I can take you on and take you to court, and then I'll get a judgment on that. But when you threat to kill somebody, now who can say you cut off the hair, you behead the head of the first lady. By before December, you do that. That is a threat, and it's a second degree felony. And so let us not conjecture things and say, today people have been insulting President Mahama. Nothing is being done to them. It is different from somebody who is threatening the first president, the first man of the land. And so I don't see anything say the president has done wrong. Uh, uh, the president has done wrong or say something like that. So I will plead, say we should try as much as possible and look for the facts before na can't be. And see, this is my humble submission for now.
Thank you, Adam. That's a bit. Thank you.
Sam,
Thank you.
I have one question for this.
Hey, here we go, Adam. Stand by,
One
Adam.
question.
People have questions. I had a question too, but I think I'll let the people go first. Yes, opportunity question because you endorsed it. It's opportunity. We are not interested in the question about Adam.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Metie, this young man no wa kasa all the period, but I did not hear him talk about governance. I mean, good governance, the health of the people. Galamsey is our biggest menace, biggest. When Mahama was in opposition, there was a lot of agitation. Stop the Galamsey now, stop the Galamsey now. Papa Kasa one can. How Galamsey has not been stopped, and I promise you, come 7th of December 2028, when we go for another presidential election, Galamsey will still be sitting and breaking our necks. What is this Mahama administration doing to stop it? Because it is killing people. Ghana Water Company have told us all our water bodies, they try to clean it. In fact, many people the next 10, 20 years are going to die. It's going to be a slow death. So that's the biggest and priority government responsibility to stop it right now. Now we are helicopter, they were going to do this community man. The conversation should be stop it, not to go and give a new name, community mining. Stop the damn Galamsey. It's destroying all of us. What is Mahama doing about it? What are you, Mr. Adam, doing about it to stop it? Because Gold Coast have been called the Gold Coast from Portugal in 1476. Kwame Nkrumah did not do Galamsey. This Galamsey nonsense started the last 25, 30 years. So within the Fourth Republic, MPP and DC period. That is the fact. So how are you? Akwantufuo promised, I'll put my presidency. He couldn't stop it. Mahama, so what is? I don't think he will stop it. That's why you did not even talk about it. I don't see anything to just send in the troops. 8 people have died. They were going to Obuasi. See? So all of us should put our hands down and the conversation should, we stop it. Not give it a new, this gold board. They are buying gold from these Galamseys. That means you are enabling them to continue doing the Galamsey. What do you say? Can you talk to me, Adam, please?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Number one, it is not true. It is untrue that Gold Board is buying gold from Galamsey. In fact, Gold Board have stated clearly that everybody who is selling gold to Ghana legitimately has been registered on their website. And so if anybody doubts on that, you have to go to their website. And if you see any Galamsey who is not registered, we see any miner who is not a legitimate miner and it's a Galamsey, you can then, because it's a process, the CEO does not go to the person and give the gold to the person for him to buy. And so that is not true.
It's a third party sale, third or fourth party.
So please hold on. So please
the argument to stop Galamsey, that is the argument. Stop it.
Should I leave for you to talk because you asked me a question and I want to answer?
If you do what you want to do, stop the Galamsey.
So you are the one to stop the Galamsey. Do you know why? If you know somebody who is selling to a legitimate miner and the miner is selling, it is you as that is why we had a whistleblower act in Ghana. So you have to go and blow that whistle that I know this Galamsey who is selling gold to the legitimate miner and the legitimate miner is selling it to the Gold Board. So we have the whistleblower act. And so when you are saying that is the attitude of the Ghanaian, so the laws must be when you have no, you don't sit down and be blaming when you have the act.
So who is protecting Ghana Water Company from treating our water? Our water.
So let me continue. I think you are. If you don't allow me to answer you, I don't know where, because you've asked a specific question. Now, what is the government doing about it? And so I want to answer that question. So for the gold board, that is not true. So I have set that record straight. So if there are people who are buying it from these people at a lesser price and are making profit, as Ghanaians, you have the Whistleblower Act. If you know anybody like that, you have any evidence, you just report them, and these people will be arrested. Number two, yes, the Galamsey is still going on. That is a fact. I will not dispute that Galamsey is not going on. Galamsey is seriously going on, and it is really affecting Ghana. Honestly speaking, as I said, the NDC members are also part, because the Western Regional Chairman was arrested some few weeks ago, and so I will not take the NDC out. But President Mahama, when he heard that his people are doing that, he has directed the authorities to investigate those people, and if they are found culpable, they should be punished. That is the way to go, number one. Because if you have the boss to punish your own, it means that if you get another person, you can also punish. That is why President Mahama is trying to do that. If his people are involved into Galamsey, they should be punished. So you see Joseph Yamin and the first vice or something like that, who are being investigated by the authorities. So that is a plus. Again, there are so many things that is going on with regards to how to stop. In fact, as Ofachum says, some government officials are also part of this cabal, and it is very difficult. And the Ghana law says that even when you caught the person in an act doing the thing, the person is proved guilty until found not guilty until found it's not guilty until found guilty by the law court. And so that is a problem. I have always advocated for what the former first deputy speaker said: shoot and kill. This thing is killing people. It is destroying life. So if the president can rely on that and go by shoot and kill, I think it is going to help. When they see you, whether you are an NDC, you are an MPP, they should shoot and kill you. Because your act, what you are doing over there, is killing thousands of people. So killing you, about 2-3 people, will not create any issue. So the military should be deployed so that they go and then shoot and kill. In fact, when they deploy that thing, within 2-3 days, those Galamseyers will vanish. They should give the military. But the problem we have is the laws. When even the person is caught in an act, they will tell you he has to go to court. And that person will still be sponsoring people to be doing the thing. And so the big wins, those people who are behind the thing, and that is why I will say that yes, some NDC members are also part, because there's an evidence of an NDC people, like the Western Regional, the chairman or so, constituency chairman or so, who is deeply in Galamsey. He was caught in the act, and he's going. They have taken him. And again, when you talk about the governance, for example, government is also trying to retrieve most of stolen things or stolen monies. What a lot of people doesn't know is people are being held accountable. People are being taken to court to retrieve money. People are going for plea bargaining. A lot of things is happening. And so it is not everything that has come. For example, it's like Wuntumi. Wuntumi is going to court, but he is no more shouting. He goes to court. Last week, he went to court 2 times. I don't know of this week anyway, but I saw his videos when he was in court 2 times in a week last week. And so people are being held accountable. And again, if we say President Mahama is not doing anything about governance, or helicopter or something is dead or something, the helicopter or the governance, the president, yes, is an executive president. He has been given that power. But because he cannot do everything, that is why he has deployed his people. That is why he has deployed people to work on his behalf. And so there is going to be, he said there's going to be an assessment. He has given them a KPI. And so there's going to be assessment by the end of the year. Those who are performing will be maintained. Those who are not performing will be sacked. For now, per the indicators, as things are going, per the indicators, maybe you may have a different perception about it. But per the indicators, when you see the inflation, you see the CD, the depreciation, you see the fuel prices, you see energy sustainability today, those kind of things. I mean, per the indications, things are moving slowly. However, we must also blame ourselves for trying to be greedy on the system. That is what we also have to do. If we try to, because for example, a Ghanaian will travel from Ghana to Europe, America, and when they say here, don't do this, or this thing, they buy it like this, they do it like this, the Ghanaian will do that. But the same Ghanaian will move from Europe to Ghana, and he sees a zebra crossing. The person will drive through the zebra crossing when he knows that he has to stop for pedestrians to pass. And so the
because
Ghanaian
there's no
attitude,
punishment here. Over there, there's punishment. In Abrotire, they punish
exactly,
you straight away. Here, they don't punish people. So it's the business
so
of government to
Ghanaian,
punish people.
exactly.
But the government is not
That is
doing
why I'm
that.
saying
They are
that the
not doing
people
it.
who have been put, no, president
Listen,
will not
the
come and
government
punish people.
controls the police.
No,
But the police is a government agency.
Be fair. Be fair to the president, all president. The president has put a police there for the police to act. The president has put a police there for the police to act. And so if the police is there and the police is taking bribe at the blind side of the government, how do you then blame the government for somebody who has been given the opportunity to work and work for his country?
You are
So
telling
these same
me
people,
the president of the country do not know the Ghana police is corrupt. You don't know that. From the
no,
time
nobody
I
is
was
saying the
born,
Ghana
from
nobody is saying
they
the
have been
Ghana police
stealing
is not
money
corrupt.
out, and every president just they know. Abrotire, I've lived in London for 55 years. I have lived in London. The laws work. They work. But the laws
Nobody
don't
is
work
saying
here in Ghana because the police system is not working
exactly.
here.
Laws is not working in Ghana because today somebody
You
has
have to
been
blame the
arrested
government then. The
threatening.
government appoints
No,
the police.
listen. Today somebody has been arrested for threatening the life of the president and saying that by the end of the year they will kill the president and behead his wife. And you are defending that. Why is that person? And so the problem is also coming from me and you, because when our people do the thing, we go ahead to
I'm not serious.
no, I'm not saying it. Some of you were defending, some of you were saying that why the security has arrested these people. Meanwhile, they threatened to kill the president on a live, whatever it is. And so let us also accept the fact that we are also the problem. If the president,
the government must deal with us. New York, Kumasi, Saturday, I was in Kumasi from Accra. In Edum, the main business will be at the Fufuo Patroba. I was in front of the street. And they have been, and there was city mayor of Kumasi, yes, where NDC, your regional minister, your police, Fufuo.
Exactly. Wafa. Kumasi mayor no estati or Pamen Krofo was street so. What did your people say?
I don't
this
know.
Current Kumasi mayor, he started sacking. What did even Otunfuo has to come in and tell the people from Otunfuo's office have to come in and tell him that people need to.
You are interested to get
no Ashanti region will never vote for NDC.
This politics.
Wafachum. Ashanti region will never vote for NDC. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when these gentlemen started working, the people of Ashanti went as far as bringing in Otunfuo to stop him, and that has been the problem.
Opportunity, that's it. And by them, real quick, so and see at TSC, we are kind of say by it has a human idea, mom, a thing. the UABB and Crofoni Bino MP. I'm about kick him coca, but who knows the Oyano? The right thing now. Why then, listen to the people or be threatened by the people or the chiefs or whatnot? Who knows saying Crawford say cronim. And I want say my idea like inflation I better see they know appreciate it. Be I come by the regular Ghanaians, and yet they almost say, oh, yeah, I don't know for chum, Casinti, enforcement. It is a police, and on your Nejuma, on our appointed police commissioner, you need the never for Frobeshaw. And I say, if you are not Abbey Air Casinti, people, maybe we are not using the right people to do the job because at the end of the day, laws no whole by it's not being enforced. It will be a sorry, I know I should draw a quiet. It is a being enforcing the law. That means to say, be any Nejuma, and Nejuma as the leader and as the president or whoever is in charge, you need to know you'll be full and you keep firing them until you get the right person who will enforce the law. But it seems to say it continues near Yempaneshom,
Tell him.
I think that's the point of a Chum is trying to make. Say
He's
it
also
has to
talking
be
about
enforced.
inflation.
And
The
if it's
minimum
not
wage
being
in Ghana,
enforced,
20
that's all.
cities a
I
day.
mean,
20
America
cities.
here, right?
Who
I
can
mean,
live on
America
20 cities a
here.
day?
I mean,
People are
America
paying
here.
600
Trump,
cities
the
a
all
month.
you need
You are
to
telling me
and then
inflation is down. You don't know what you are talking about.
But
People are
anyway,
earning 600 cities a
Apache man
month.
koye nim
That's only listen, this governance
Apache
is
man koye
bad,
nim
very, very bad.
Abe, did you have a question or of Abe?
Yeah,
Also, Abe, if you
Adam.
can make it a quick one so I can go to
Yeah,
of
quick
Abe
one.
because he's been waiting for a minute.
Adam, you are in Spain. Have you ever heard the Spanish government telling the people to change their attitude? One, that's the first question. The second question, do you think any Spanish district or regional office of the leading party, if they say don't do Galamsey, will go and do it, and they will handle it the way you are saying? The third question is, you said the whistleblower act. And then we all want Ghana to work. Oh. So if you can tell us any dedicated office, not only Galamsey, but anything we see is going wrong, we can phone in secretly and inform the people. Because when they ask you about governance, you missed or you misconstrued government with governance. So let me clarify the difference. Adam, governance is the result that government gives us. Governance is not the activity. So governance is the result that we get from government. So the government setting KPIs and so is not a problem. We don't care about KPIs. And I'm quite surprised that it is quite the last year or two that Ghanaians have become aware of these KPIs. KPIs has been in the system of 20, 30 years now. But the last bit, Sam, please, last question. Adam, do you know Amaliba? Okay. Amaliba is the acting director of the Road Safety Authority. The acting director of the Road Safety Authority, appointed by John Dramani Mahama. So if Amaliba is not doing his job by addressing road issues or transport-related road issues, and you are leaving Amaliba and coming to tell me that I should change my attitude, please, you both should examine yourselves. So. Because we don't know why the president will appoint these
Are
sort of
you making a
CEOs.
statement or you're asking a
Yeah, I don't
question?
know
So
why.
if you can keep
Let me learn.
yourself
The
off.
president will be appointing these executives, Kumasi mayor, Accra mayor. Then eventually they say, "Oh, Asantini is coming in." We don't care about Asantini. We expect these people. Mama should have given them the deliverables. He should have given them the targets to achieve, because we will hold him and these people accountable. So I address my issues here.
Okay, number one, when you talk of Spain, the Spanish kingdom is headed by a monarch. and then the monarch give a decree. However, every state has an autonomous, even though they have a president, it is not an executive president. Every state has an autonomous governor. And so under the autonomous governor, they have what they call again, what we refer to as a mayor. That is a district or whatever they call them, the Akadis. So these people has power to execute rules and regulation in conformity with the decree, the royal decree laws. So it is different from ours, where the laws we are not practicing that kind of governance. Again, you spoke about Lawyer Maliba as the CEO for road safety. Now, yes, he's the CEO of road safety. Who are to enforce the law of road safety? MTTD. It was formerly MTTD. MTTD. Motor traffic, whatever. They are the ones to enforce the law. Amalibe's office cannot prosecute, cannot hold somebody and prosecute. They are there to inform, to direct, and then make sure they educate the people and make sure things are done rightly. The people who are to enforce the law is the MTTD. They have the right to do that. They have been mandated by the Constitution of Ghana to do it. What is the output of the MTTD? Any MTTD, as me and you know, when they mount a barrier, their interest is to create traffic and take money into their pocket. And that is a fact. At the blind side, somebody who has been trained well and given the opportunity that go and do this on behalf of your people, that person will go it to the detriment of the person and be making amounts of money for himself. And
Okay,
yet,
Adam, I'll
will
come in.
come. I'm not
Sorry,
saying
Adam, sorry. Adam, sorry, I'll come in. So who is the head of the
Hmm,
MTTD
hmm,
or who
hmm,
appointed
so. I'm
that head?
coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Keep going.
hmm.
Okay.
Many a times, these people has been reported. In fact, these people, when you go and report them, they will tell you go and report them at PIPS, police intelligence or something program. Go and report them at PIPS, and so PIPS will take over, take them for adjudication. What they will tell you is bring an evidence of what you have seen, you have reported. That has been the problem. So when you go to the boss and say, I have seen XYZ, fortunately and unfortunately for people who has been caught on tape, for those people they were dealt with. But majority who are not being caught on tape go scot-free. And so these are some of the problems. So the MTTD boss under the IGP sit in his office, does a deployment through the district commanders, and then the district commanders also does their deployment. You and I knows that even the district commanders, a lot of people know, you have to bring in revenue when you go out. That is what they have been doing. And it is up to, that's why I said that during Dan Paris era, I love what the man was doing, even with regards to ministers, because he was arresting ministers, he was arresting MPs, he was arresting people and putting them before the court. And that was the reason a lot of people, both the NDC and the MPP, hate him, because he was making sure that the right thing will be done.
So Adam,
So
you
for me,
believe that Mama replaced good with bad?
no,
That is the
he also
conclusion
has
you're
it.
giving us.
I'm saying that no, I didn't say Mama replaced good with
Of
bad.
course, you
I'm
don't need
saying
to
that
tell us, but that
with
is the implication.
oh, Wafabe, you ask a question. So let me explain. So I am saying that Dan Paris started those things. Dan Paris may have his only something that was also not good because of the unit he put up, and then those kind of problems he have with the police within the police force. Those are some of also his weak point. But with that policy alone, I love what Dan Paris was doing. Now, so people who has been given the mandate, and again, you cannot just stand up and go and sack a police officer just like that. You must want proof given. That's why I say that people who have been caught on tape have been interdicted, have been sacked. They interdict you, they go into the matter, and then they sack you. So people who are not being sacked, it means that nobody has gotten an evidence against them. And that has been the problem. In fact, I am the government, not the president. I am the government. We also condone those things because when the policeman sees me on the road and want to do something, I give him the money and walk free. When I am driving, for example, you commit a crime, you drive through a red light, the police arrest you instead of taking you to court. You agree to pay the policeman. And so the policeman will go. Tomorrow, the policeman will have an audacity to do it again. And the policeman would want, when we also encourage, the citizen also encourage that. So it's a problem. It's a problem. Both the regulate people who are supposed to regulate that system and we the citizens too are a problem. In Europe, America, or some, when you are stopped or the police arrest you or you do something, you just be in your house. They bring you bail. When it is a serious offense, they just arrest you and whatever the law takes its course. You don't have anything to do about it. That is what we are asking that they should do. And so for that one, I'm saying that we the citizen are also a problem, and then the government is also a problem. Then I forget the first statement. The first ask a statement. The first one I forgot.
No, it's okay.
Because you
Adam, thank you so much. Now you've done a lot. Thank you for taking the hot seat. You really did, and thanks for explaining some of the things to us. But at the end of the day, I guess it goes both ways. The citizens are part to be blamed, and the government is also part to be blamed. But at the end of the day, it comes down to, that's why we have the government, to make sure we, the citizens, behave. So we're counting on them, or we're counting on them to put us in check at the end of the day. But anyway, thank you. Opabodi, thanks for your patience. So Opabodi,
Wow.
Opabodi,
Yes, sir.
get us here. Anyway, with patience, thanks for holding on tight. By myself.
I don't catch it. Say medium or ha. The less more Moko di Ghana no na. I say Omo Ediana Edin Kakra.
Oh, let me say Ghana cry.
Oh.
Yanka sentence Oba near manifest with priority, no about the reality. So about the things what better way to design. And then questions and answer by Alpha BB and to board in the city. Ghana come on here, boy. Kakra so bit me. Obey an ODNA.
Yo, me chat ye fu nyina ja. E ha de say ukoba no abrenti no. Wo be ne den na why ma to say me am ni o wa hena mo ka mu. Mo di kan e wo ba bi. But ye me to me what can I say the way efa owa hene ayi de na person concern na woka say ye chi nipa na yi no court no kra Ghana ye because of say ye court system no na MPP ni obi a otimi wo 1 million e de to nem pass scan yira 1 million kra chance wo hu no me sure say easy say obefa no just like that to know and just once you tune to me man ko di be 3 days by na po you invite no eti system no babia no to say animal farm kakra wo enti apart from that no so kra no justice system no nye rapid sene e bia open until 8 months ne de me just say too early say beka say yemfo bi then try cry and start try now when you ntem cry na bia be 1 year beko ubua no for cry na ko high court ubua no for na ko appeal and so ko supreme court ko review and say bia de no batum a ye de na to minti no me no ba bia me start ya me ka say manage wo saa no ma amanfo omoye ne say pray bargain na obi wo ho say o sika no akurase ma for se sen ma kan so menwe na omode aba no eno ebema sika ni bi aba ayin system ni na enya ma ye no kra no kakra na ewo mu no papa no odi ye adwuma kakra odi ye adwuma na me ba bia na Nya Adam na me ne nye adwen na se yen green ne se oya na mo de brem ni bi be ma yes citizens no ba bia ni ho a ese mo de blame ma yen e be bisa na question bi se nti Spain na wo no se ye chi obi a anamra na nya adwuma mra na nya adwuma ni nyina ye president na o te so no e na o ma mra nya adwuma wo Ghana ye Ghana ye mra na nya adwuma ni nyina ye president no nya obi a ye ka se executive na ma mra nya adwuma president na da no ono so na da mu nyina no o che se police ni akwachi obi no party member police ni akwachi no na ya ogina ho a na ya call ube se police ni ofra kra na o se wanya na ono a police ni telephone arenge frey ya no ade na beba no kire se ese eja nipa no enti se wachi nipa mienu ni eja no ana se ni nua ampre nya no ni yi police ni na dia e kira no we expect police ni se onkochi nipa no onche no
order from above sa no mo kan
obaji sika ahye no bottom na okọ ana se on chekura because nipa na otilan cruiser mu a okọ no onim nipa kro se ohun di ade ne tie eti me kai se adasa America o se UK mba ahona se mayo se omo sato me omo nkrofoni bi okọ ne police for ham so or resign direct omo yi no omo na resign by chrome no o police ni no who born dog enti mra ni nya me mfa nche citizens no because citizen no ono onye mra o enforce mra oni bibia obetimi aye ka da mame da passem ba ya kufaru ka kire nse wa yi no onye jeje onye bibia so ka kire nse ko ohuson ampa okoi mahama ba ya ye gusu a ye di asema o ka kire omo se Akwantufuo omo ne enkrofo bebre foso performance mo twam no ontwam wo Adam anaseme ye mu hwan na betimi akose no ye mpre who born dog ye mpre ti no ese ye kona ye sai e di asem no court no matter say the oye ni ye right ono wo to me no enti se Ghana no bibia enko so bia no ese sombo no ye de ko si apan no ne kokwa no ni nyina no ko wie president no because ono otimi fire otimi sa high eti gota mukura ye fini yentimo a yaban no because ono je tax na menye tax eno de si enya hunu sa de na ebe mo aye responsible for more action na se kobase ye no mo che blames no so yenso ye kan ho bi abra me no mienu ye ntimi nya hwe galamse ya ye tuyi se ohene nkitenkete fu ya ye kan ebi wo ho a onyakora nko betu ase o but oni sa tumi no ke jamfu ana se make hana bisu asesa mfidie begu ufolesi mu a edi ano na wo wonni hwe sanze ma foi ana omoni adin omote hwa na untumi ti grade ani yi kosi omofolesi mu otu akọ woni ano a wo de beka enti citizens ne de seni ye de na ya se o enkoka embe yesei enkoyesei no edin enne ya akwa bi na so hwan o se no omuka jimisem se ombeku mahama ombe we ene yi se police for akwache o but me no ye ntimi nche o so on de tie no
I hope so Adam what tie asem Albert he kan na Adam do be kan na I hope so what tie
me de ne se ba bia aban no oye adwuma no mebo na baso but eno mani bebre ho a obetumi aya manabosa galam se no se mahama ban ka so obetu ase nne e kina kura no obetu ase but the entia won tu ase na so ntumi ntu ase no reasons ne doso se bi na Adam na aka sa ndisi fo ni bi ye bi no kure e bi ye bi na mete wo mo so wo mo de ase because kwa ye ne ye nyina ye de asase ne ye nyina ye de Me me MPP for over 8 years. Or my baby, sika de bullying. The survivor. A bedding. Cast. On one and the way. All man in some Baube manage. And I'm a cast, maybe ya banya, met try some MPP for no more be that I mean no more than be a monko. Now the MPP and DC for no so because no more so be. Me margin no. If you assassinate in idea. Omoye kakra at least 2 years and I'm stop omo. Ebi kura mema omo ya cha mema mu nyusu sa cyanide ne sa nro no. Eye fair nipa no bebre mpre but e fair. Modi bi asase ne ye nyina de. And I say me de alternative me de adwuma foforo beba na me de amamo na ona adwuma no kura se omo adwuma correct a bo so me so obenya adwuma obenya system ye onko bush kura na wako. So kwa akopɛ okopede obush but so kogram say site na me call Ghana the last time nko me ne broni bi na ko ye kone nam sa do me kopokru mu anso mo na me ncheda nko ho ye ko ho ehunu na me wera ho nam say na we na nkrofo te ya na mu di sayifo ne ayi mu ase che wo de eho kra che obi kura bi o te sehia say onfa ho kra nya ya kra na onkotoro to onko me ba bi ankrofo da na mo abonten ne no ma we gene dia kuma woni kuma asem so no keke na bowura fichire ba bia wo be no ho but adwuma bia ni ho nti no credit ye ka se sankofo we nyina ye kotu o mu nyina seda kora o medi den ye mbe so mbe am robbers but ye opposition no ye de campaign amanfo yi eto ekase no galamse ne yebo mochima omo enye galamse fo no ye nya favor ho ye ko nso ane aka kire mo say at least ye ba mamo manage enti the way I politics ne tie any the way I normal tie no be din ti e betu galamse asesesi a na ma enru am kan say we misa repeat na made manu asi because ma won say amanfo ni nkrofo mo ka se sojafo no nye se ye de omugu boto nkrofo mu ye nye se ye de omu di empa na mo pese nkomo de omukum ye no ye problem kase pa ye wono no ye pese bibia ye te se broni krom a ba broni wo de tractor ne do ye nso ye krom ye de sika ne do ye de kuya broni so mfidi odi twen enti no ye no mani nyina kwa ye te se the broni baby e pese ye nya ne saa de ene ye bebre because the more ye to mo no ma no no mo ko mo nim ne more employment enti koko ni mu ho no mo ko ye no se o mo de boto na sesa o mo na ahoma oba na se ahoma bi kura so mo a nkasa bi so mo a te kura boto de e ho de apart from that no soldier for na nkasa na o mo play kwatito ye no na me kasa na o mo ye den o mo play na e ba akopɛ na se ba akopɛ kura na anka wuntimi mfa soja kanko se na se soja ni bi ne kodi obire ana okobo okotwe mpra na amanfo bo no ku no obo ase wa anka wudi be 30 minutes no obo ase kuro no soja fo ayi muma wudi be 30 minutes
obo de mo yesre ta no mo ya mo juma wo
but we no tito ye no o man ko ba bia o man nya ho hwe o mo titi radio so na esi o mo defend me no me no nyina nim hwe boko kra ya si soja ni bi se boko se tamaleni fu ayira na gidi ni abo mo astaman ye so obi akotwe mpran oba enkrofo hia no hwe no na ye dia mo cars helicopter bibia obo ase kona kra na ye to aba ndi sini bi na obi kokore bi short time na ye duru ho enti no sa no ma we nyina nkoso a wo so na ye chief of armed forces but ade na kwa say we no blame Mahama or sa side e bibribe na ntimi nya because ade atonani entinani so atan no enti sa nke na so fire nkrofo mo kokko ido kan no has must be roll na ka has a roll first must rule nanka rule na ekọ because adeɛ si wo de nka sɛ sojafoɔ no kura mpo ba abɔnte sɛ play ya atiato yi ana aban painful mo a mo kɔ no yɛsra sa ayi ba bi adeɛ no wɔ nankasa no mo bia mfa ne nsa nso adeɛ mu because ɛbɛma yɛ no yɛdwuma yɛ den ɔmo ba radio pɛ kura bɛka ya nkɛno ano no ɔmo yɛ press conference kura kan ya at least ɔmo betumi atwɛn but eteki Ashanti regional minister na nkrofo security nkrofo bi a bɔbɔ na ɔmo kɔɛ na nka mo ma fa telephone ma frɛ bi te sɛ red cross form wɔ hɔ ebi a police ɔmo ɔbɔ ase a ɔmo no nim saa na ɔmo no kakra because ɔmo de ɔmo akɔ training eti ɔmo nim saa rapid yi no na nka ɔmo kɔ a ɔmo behu kɔ ebi kura nka ehu sɛ ne ehu no but obi ɔno akɔ no kokɔ ase na wabrɛ helicopter no kuro hu bi da wakɔfa na taban de kɔto fia mu blame no ne sɛsɛ deɛ na adwen yɛ ne sɛ ɔmfa nkɔyɛ no because ebi akɔ school no ankɔ bi onim deɛ nyame abɔ no anya helicopter de kɔto hɔ for daakye ne ma ɔhu eti me de ma no bɛsi nyame bɔ a yɛ system ne deɛ nkakra ha moma yɛ nyinaa yɛ mmoa na yɛnyɛ ka kwan ne hospitals mo deɛ aka no deɛ ɛm sɛ na mo pese ye no mo ayi ne de e beche o kura oba enyim na so wo kura oda bench so o ti akonwam ye de bobo ya na afa no mo de mo kope obi a wo wusi ade na gu bi nchi botom a wo se nyame abo no kura ne emfa na anwu ayi ahaban mu na de na gu botom a wo se nipa na wu ko wie anu ho asem na mo da mo ase
that's for body BB and I'm sorry wow.
Sam.
Patrone.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, well, okay, that's 15 minutes of a tune or call now I think after a tune we just say bit me a call. Not a bit not one be
yeah, but Sam, quick
one.
one.
I say
You see where Albert finished. That is why I've told you we have been mourning all this while. So this one here is just it doesn't change anything. We've been mourning all the time. You see what? You see the way Albert put it. Yeah.
Oh man. Yep. Anyway, for tune. Young call, I think less than 15 minutes into over 2 minutes.
Me no me pese edem no watch no one there edem no be kind no never no pee enye enokre ba e bia nim na woni jo because
I think so what
see yeah nipa ye change attitude police ni give bribe a obi wo kura se be wo yakola woni me me dis me nim say you give bribe a it takes a tough leader to stamp the authority on all this nonsense but no and I'm say who call now see nipa elton ade was teaching no jai we this no jai because woman vote ma so you are interested to get the votes and then do nothing. That is bad governance. Do the right thing on the matter of principle. Let the people still vote against you, but you've done the right thing. Your conscience. Do you understand that? Politics is about a dimpa. Good name. Good name is better. There's nobody who wants a good name. They all want money. They don't want a good name. All the political class. They are thieves, stealing money. Good name, power, respected name. They don't want it. That's why they are not doing the right things. The leaders are doing the right things. If they cross the red line, they get fired. They are punished. I've lived in London all my life. In Ghana, if you do it, you'll be punished. Ghana, how you don't punish anybody. Beside them, it's one kind of. When we begin to punish, if you cross our kaya, someone running, soldier man, now there was discipline in Ghana. When you are quite a friend, starting for a month, we know your team. Woman, you know, who call them, answer the people are back on the street. Go to Circle now. And you pay 300, woman, you about them, woman, Circle Dubai, and I say, you're spending so many millions of dollars to build this nice bridge, and yet we cannot even maintain it. Go there now, Accra. Who from will say about one who hearing back some corner? There are mad people sleeping there. Do you see that in Spain? Baby, a chrome center about for that you. The answer is no, because there's good governance in Spain, good governance in all Europe, but there's bad governance in Ghana. That is the conversation.
Period. Yeah, enforcement. It just say 40 and kind of 10 minutes to be 2 minutes to be the fastest man.
Yo, we did one it. Young na any of them they are African officer for defense. I didn't know indefensible, so we defend it right now about it. Yeah, how can we be a police for a bribe or council? As a ministry, which must set up investigative way. Not if we have a BHA. So, what you police for me, no, and I mean, say, a video on which you have way your media. That's it. Only in Abeja. Councilman Nico for ban or the slogan be banned. Zero tolerance for corruption. This is Abenamity and crime. I'm quite matter. Police for you now, yesterday, and to someone who said, also, corruption, so the executive is the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just and kids all been part. I never saw the NSC. I then also can say like Ghana for your greed. Say you're setting up like secret shoppers. Yeah, high boys when you're on secret shoppers. Near Tioma Book Chrome Nanka. Who can say dreading what setting price control. Who's the body? You ain't turn 5 cedi needs to be turn 10 cedi. If a son money say you make an example out of that person. Market for me now. I'm better some so it comes down to the leadership and the enforcement. I think CRB.
Yeah, Sam.
If you want to take 2 minutes to be
Yeah, quick one. Yeah. You see, we there are no structures for this. Look, Ghana, almost all the farming products, plantain, yam, and so on, they all have associations and market queens and whatever. So if the government is serious, the government can control from these people. That is one thing. The second thing is, I remember 2015, Mama came to London here, and he made a statement. In fact, that statement he made, well, in UK here, we are living through those things already. But Mama made a statement, which I think is long overdue. If really, you see, that is why I blame them that they don't plan. Mama said, I'm looking forward to the day when a policeman will stop you in Ghana, and we have a system where the police will not take money. But whatever fine he gives you, you just use any system to pay. Do you understand? That was what he thought, which is being practiced somewhere else. So if they've thought through all of these things, this one is just a matter of implementing it. But now he's in power. That is why I've been asking Adam, what is their transport policy? They don't have policy, health policy. They don't have anything. Because if you have transport policy, you think through all of these things. So in opposition, they didn't have any plan. That's why, and I've been saying that it is not the time you are governing that you have enough time to think through some. You should plan some of these things in opposition and implement it when you have power. But Adam and those people, unfortunately, Biniwa I thought Biniwa would come today because we want Biniwa here to come and defend these things if he can. Look, I never accepted this thing under MPPU, so I will not accept that under NDC. That attitudinal change. The people leading us, Mama and his people, we haven't seen them change their attitude. Then they want me to change my attitude. I have not seen them running a pool of cars. So they will even be renting the car from the pool and be paying. But they bought all the cars, name them, to people like Basim Tele, all these people riding cars, wasting their money. They don't change their attitude, but you want me to change my attitude?
Oh, Charlie. No, true though, yeah, man. Because the laws are meant to be broken. A regular citizen, we will break the law. It's up to the leader to make sure we don't. So anyway, I want to talk to me for 2 minutes to be so enough. For 2 minutes now, can so am I
Kantanka, the channel is say, Enra. Emre bi etwa mu nansi ya me be kan platform ha no e be kan say baby a wo na e America na wo no abranti bi te verse what get to be and the bia no also camera sin so a no di Ghana company for them me kan say enya de pa na le tell say oka no oka etai omanpanyin a wo ti su say wono no kwa bi obefa so a sa omanpanyin beba into governance wono de onfa ho wono so no fact and the fact no so no wo che fact na no the Ghana company for edi atem a bebe ka se na enye na yenye bi nipa enenu go platform yi say atemde ni die dia no so die na omanpanyin ebo ni die wono die wono oni hu chance bia ni atumi bia se obeto ka che ni say wonya sa atemde no hwe ababedu enne efri na ekui the other party so almost as say soldier wo mo free oban nu almost as say soldier na me hu atemdidi bia eba me hwe atemdi sa ade esi ya ayi top ya etof mi eni yesi ma bibia se jollof ma mi jollof and some wo kan atemdi wo di fo mu no eni mo zango fo isi sa ebi mu also eti atem ama abain national security di akofo atiblo mu di no we di national security akofo mu say atemdi eno mu di enti akofo wo no say omo meji nsama no na wuni de bia me make say di esi fatiche no ma esi fa ye no one ss hu enim ko ye be ka sam di hu tani ye kan o ye say bia no wodi ko asantime no ohini pon no wote suntre na wo so mani be bia o mu panini bia bo abante di na tem abrinti me be kai say asase gum so asase so monti ase mo fa ho kura o mo so be atem ni bi eti ko no eti wo say 4 years awu enu and so governors no say e papa kura no a say en mo governors mu kura na wo bo so wo fi so no na ma fu do mo twitwi fom say dia wo tra so a na wo te opposition a na e do bi ni mu tu wo ma ye kan ya ma fa so ye nka na wo do tumi nka hwe no say so ma betra so say ma fu be twi fom ama fu be twi opanyi o me twi ni fom papa sa fu ma no te woni no te American so no te bonkam wo mo muti do ma no te papa ma no se mo mi fa ya so te fom ne hwe de ba be sie wo mo be di na tem ye na tem de bi ba ho say wo ne ye kana mo so mi enka na mo so wo say na tia sa ne ba tu na ti ye ko na se ye ba ye be kan ma fo si boy opani mo bi nka sa wo bi na time
that's a boy here send an me papa sima be din kom na me kan na tem bia sa tem didi we ba me person ke be say ho say identity na sumansi all the time because say nim why we can never provide a solution. But anyway, that's Adam. I think so. I draw something. I can't 170 for the next 2 minutes. And if I be mine, we are not BBS.
Okay, Mr. Abe, to set the record straight, Mahama has not bought any new car ever since he came to power. And in fact, please do not create problem for these young guys who have been these small boys who have been given opportunity. Malik Basintele is not using a state car. He's using his own car. The car he was using when they were in opposition before he came, that is the car Malik is using. Malik is not using. However, some CEOs are using the old cars that were left behind by the former CEOs. But Mahama has not allocated any new car to any CEO. The only people who has gotten new cars are the parliamentarians, whom they are paying the cars themselves. That is a loan. But none of the CEOs appointed by President Mahama has been given a new car. That's me offer now we can about attendee and I say nkola na yechi omo. They were not arrested because of insult. Yanchi omu because he said omu diate. Yechi omu because omu threatened to kill the president and the wife. And they said by December, they will kill the president and behead the wife. So that is a threat. The threat is different from an insult. People have been insulting President Mahama. Abronya has been insulting President Mahama. So be film. Abronya Tigana. So Okan Kwasiasem they be film. But to threat somebody, it is a second-degree felony. They say that is what they almost see. President Mahama no more chanity before the end of December. They will execute that. That was what they were saying on social media. That was the reason they were arrested, they were apprehended. So it is not about insulting. It is this where D&D and Jollof was a D&D. Where she has been insulting Mahama for even in opposition. Nobody cares. Even when Mahama has came to power, she has been insulting. Nobody cares. We are talking of the threat on the president. That is what we are saying. It is different from somebody who was saying something about the first former lady, and the guy was apprehended, beaten to death. They say they want to bury him alive. That is different. These people were threatening to kill. They say Yabe president. So those are the things. And then again, it is not as if we are defending anybody. We are saying that yes, all successive governments have done something, but we, the citizen, must also do the right thing. We, the citizen, must also do the right thing. Before I will end, I will use Kennedy Japan.
About 3 o'clock into ready about
Oh, just a second,
but
Pastor.
we
Just
have
a
to
second.
save it for make it a
Just a
second,
second,
please.
Okay. Kennedy Japan, he arrested him, but police arrested his son. And then they asked, the son was like, When they called the father says that he crossed the red line. Punish him, lock him up. These are the kind of people, these are the things we the citizen must also help the president to succeed.
It has been great. There'll be PRC and it was a very nice program. Adam, thank you for taking the hot seat and answering all those questions. It'll be PRC. I'm sure saying it is soon and will be brave. Baby Sultan and Car, over to you and thank you for your patience.
That's it. Very sure.
We are persuaded, O God, we are persuaded that we can never be happy till our carnal and corrupt affections be mortified, until we come seriously to despise the world and think nothing of ourselves. But oh, when shall it once be? Oh, when will you come unto us and satisfy our souls with your likeness, making us holy as you are holy, even in all manner of conversation? Have you given us a prospect of so great a felicity, and will you not bring us unto it? Have you excited these desires in our souls, and will you not also satisfy them? Oh, teach me to do your will, for you are my God. Your spirit is good. Lead us unto the land of uprightness. Quicken us, O Lord, for your name's sake, and perfect that which concern us. Your mercy, O Lord, endure forever. Forsake not the works of your own hands. Lord, not only save us from the guilt of sin, but send the Spirit, whom you did promise, and save us from its power. Make us holy. Teach us to do your will, O God. For whether we live, may we live unto you, O Lord. Or whether we die, may we die unto you, O Lord. Or if you come for us, may we be found in peace, without spot and blameless. Amen. We are persuaded,
O God, we are persuaded that we can never be happy till our carnal and corrupt affections be mortified, until we come seriously to despise the world and think nothing of ourselves. But oh, when shall it once be? Oh, when will you come unto us and satisfy our souls with your likeness, making us holy as you are holy, even in all manner of conversation? Have you given us a prospect of so great a felicity, and will you not bring us
One more time.